What's up, everybody? Soldier Field, the iconic place to play in the NFC. Oh, man. I love it when my TV just wants to have YouTube take over. I had everything working good, and it kicked me out and kicked me over to YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. Just take me a second to pull the tuner back up. There we go. Gotta love it. Sometimes I think the machines are taking over. Glad you're here tonight, hanging out with us. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Let me see who's in the chat already. Francisco in the chat. JC Skipper Brian in the chat. Oh, chat just dropped on me. Pull that up. Ollie's in the chat. Hello, Ollie. Good to see you. Dave's Disney Dreams. Hello. Teresa. Hello. Douglas. Hello. Let's go. Let's go. Caleb Williams. I got to figure out who am I taking here. That Ben Johnson had with the Detroit Lions and take some of the pressure. Chicago. Oh God, what do I do here? Chicago's +1. It's only a +1. Yeah. Now it's down to just a pick 'em. Hello, Jen, Lily's mom. Welcome in, Badger Backer. Hello, great to see you. Oh man, it is. The over/under is 43.
Line and more playmakers. What are you most excited about tonight?
I think just being able to get out here and
all right, let's see.
We've been putting in such hard work, and just be able to get out here and show it off.
What has Ben Johnson?
It's going to be interesting with Caleb Johnson tonight. I think he's looking to get something going.
Thanks so much, Caleb.
Thank you.
DeAndre Swift. Who goes into the end zone for the Bears tonight? Swift or DJ Moore? That's the question. Swift or DJ Moore into the end zone?
They've got Justin Jefferson on the outside. They've got good running back. They've got a great defense. The only question is how good is J.J. McCarthy? He missed all of last year. I cannot wait to watch this young man.
Let me see here. First quarter.
Than there is on J.J. McCarthy. And the reason for that, Joe, is for all the reasons you just said. They are loaded at every position. It's a team that won 4.
First quarter, who's winning? A tie. Wow, a tie is cheap. Cakes, hello, welcome in. Rinser, hello, welcome in. Great to see you.
And so we'll see if Kevin O'Connell can get him untracked early in this game with some easy completions. He, too, wants to take some pressure off him and run the football. We very well could see Minnesota run the ball more this year under Kevin.
All right, we are rocking here.
Yeah, and Lisa Salters, of all the places he could have made his NFL debut, he's taken on the Bears.
I hope both teams lose, Ollie says. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think that's possible, my friend. Mike Wazowski, hello. Mandy Mary's in the house. Hello. Great to see you.
Very first NFL game when JJ was just 4 years old.
We are 21 subs to the number tonight. 21.
The Minnesota Vikings. But while McCarthy said coming home is cool,
I am ready to go. Debbie, we need to put in JC Skipper Brian to the birthday thing or the tracker. JC Skipper Brian in for September 23. Can you handle that for me, please? JC Skipper Brian, September 23. Kevin Hawthorne, welcome in. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll get some new friends coming in tonight saying hello.
And he gets a chance tonight.
Oh, we already got our thumbs down guy coming in. Thank you. Doing it every stream for me. I appreciate you. I love it that you care about me that much. We should date. Thank you, Debbie. What's up, O'Connell? How you doing, buddy? DeAndre Swift on the market. We got an 8:15 kickoff. 8:15. First Monday night of the year. I'm excited. First Monday night of the year.
He doesn't care. When a young homeowner starts to turn into their parent, it helps to show them just how bad it can get.
How was practice?
Hang out here.
Yeah? Did he throw and everything? Okay. You don't know what you're doing this week, right? Never know. I need your schedule through the balance of September into October. I'm trying to figure out some things, and I don't know when you're playing and when I can plan things. Huh? They offer what? What, did he work out with him? What did he say?
So I can tell the board that the company is more productive.
Yeah.
Because he wants to play during the Western season and see. You can tell him, Jeremy.
Right.
Just following up on these.
That makes sense.
Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use it.
Let's play some football. I agree. I have high hopes for the Bears this season, but I'm always disappointed. Well, you know, it is what it is. Mr. Thibodeau, welcome in. Ms. Thibodeau, welcome in. Team Incredido in the house. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Don't use if you're allergic to Atlas. Allergic reactions can occur. They can be.
We just got to get things going. Got to get you, the tube of you, to share us out a little bit tonight. That will be a great thing. That will be a huge help.
Before starting Atlas, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. Ask your doctor about one.
God, I got all kind of emails I got to go back through. Good Lord. Got a lot accomplished today. It was a good day here in the studio, getting stuff done, getting things scheduled for the week. I always have to wait till like Monday to schedule my baseball streams till I can figure out what I'm doing.
Eli Manning to be our new spokesperson.
I'm in. I love Jersey Mike's.
Well, Dave, your Lions did real well. They were what, 0-1, I think? I think they lost their first week. We got all the updated standings going across the board. Plymouth Rock. Hello, Tim. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. The Rock is in the building. I actually have that queued up and not that far away.
It doesn't matter how you're doing.
There you go. Got it ready. Thursday night, Green Bay playing against Washington. I will be doing that game. Green Bay, Washington, Thursday night.
And Virginia Hallis McCaskey, who led the Chicago Bears franchise for more than 4 decades.
Let's do this.
And devotion to the team and its fans. They will always hold a special.
They're recognizing a couple people that passed away within the organization.
Please join us in a moment of silence.
Moment of silence.
Thank you. Now presenting our nation's colors.
National anthem. Here we go.
Please stand and remove your hands and honor America with the presentation of our nation's flag. Performing the national anthem is Jim Cornelius, accompanied by Bill West from the Chicago Hearing Society. Oh, say, can you sing above the light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and our gates regular the bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, save us as Star-Spangled Banner yet waves. For the land of free.
Wow. Wow. What a rendition. The planes going across the Aztec. Wow. That was just something. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you to all the soldiers who have served our country, every man and woman who stood a post, and their families who supported them. We're grateful to you. We say thank you to you, and we say blessings to you, prayers to go through. Welcome in. I see that Alex Miller came in. Thank you, Alex Miller, for sending friends over. We do appreciate that. I think I got everybody there. I am ready to roll tonight. Tell a friend, get them over here. That's the key, is we're going to rock this party and get this building going. Our screen will change at game time. We got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go to that. Let me change over here. Up to this. Over to here. And boom. Okay. That's good. We've got everything ready to do. We are ready. We just got to get the sound going right level. That was impressive right there. I ain't gonna lie. All right. I am ready for some football tonight.
If you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your
Anybody new in here tonight, please say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
Until now.
And we'll see how things get going on the stream tonight.
Choose exactly what you want. Pay only for what you need. When you're in control of your
move that down out of the way.
every dollar counts. Right now, get our best
Tough game for me last night. Tough ending on that. Not what you expect, obviously. And nothing I can do about it. So, just try to learn from it. And hopefully they get better. At the end of the day, you want to win your division, want to win your conference, but you just got to get to the playoffs. So, hope you're ready tonight for some good football. I think this will be another good game. It's a conference game. These two fan bases don't like each other. So I think that's going to be exceptional. Love the way the NFL has started out hot. I'm actually surprised they didn't put Detroit, Green Bay here on Monday night. That could have been one. There was another one that I thought could have been a good conference game, but, hey, they did what they did. I am ready to go. Oh, let's go. Who's everybody picking? Make sure. Did I get the poll up? I did not. Let's get a poll up there. Start a poll.
The crispy onion Whopper.
Let's get a poll up there.
The crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today. NFL Kickoff Weekend is presented by NFL Sunday.
And here we go. Bears.
Watch every game, every Sunday, all in one place.
We got to pick the winner up there. Put in your winner on the chat.
ESPN welcomes you to the following
presentation of the National Football League. Woo!
And now welcome to NFL Kickoff.
Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call.
Chicago won the toss. They defer. Vikings.
Chicago is deferring.
On a Monday night, the reigning coach of the year. Year number 4 for Kevin O'Connell. Getting his young quarterback ready to go. And Ben Johnson, 39 years old, on the other sideline of his first game as an NFL head coach.
Here's the kick.
And Santos kicks it away.
Santos kicks it away out at the 10, 15. Minnesota out to the 20, 25. Tackled there. First down and 10. Yoo-hoo. What's up? Jeannie, welcome in. Yoo-hoo is here. Good to see you. Here comes J.J. McCarthy out for the Vikes.
Championship, the 10th overall pick. Last year, Vikings traded up to get him. Didn't play last year. Tore his right meniscus during the preseason, and here we go.
First down and 10 for McCarthy. He's got him in the huddle.
Play. Whether they're going to try to maybe roll him out, get him an easy completion early.
Looking over the defense early. Under center, single back set behind him. Check down, changing the play at the line. Check down to a toss. Handoff around the outside, tackled right away. Stevenson rides him out. Pete Lamb, hello, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
First, we'll start with Minnesota and what they bring on a Monday night. Aaron
Jones, Jefferson, Naylor, Thielen, and Hawkinson are their top position players. Haunted Pirates, great channel name. Welcome in. Under center, single back set again. Changing the play again at the line. Again, got to run out of time. 4, 3, 2. Just gets it off. Play action. Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it underneath to Hawkinson. Short gain. Going to be 3rd down and about 2. 3rd down and about 2 right now.
Without their top corner and one of the best in the game.
Wow, they're without the top corner. James, welcome in. W translator. I don't know what that is, James, but welcome in. Nonetheless. 3rd down and 2, going from a shotgun. 4 wide. Specialty players looking for something. About to get hit, and he's going to go down. He's not going to get the first down. The Bears are going to hold. Bears will get the ball, and that will be counted as a sack. Loss of 1 on the play, and that'll go down as a Chicago Bears sack.
They come up, they show mug linebackers as though they might bring pressure. They only rush 4, and they're able to get home. That's a question mark.
That's it. If they can get home with 4, that could be trouble all night long. All night long. That's a good Lionel Richie song.
And Dennis Allen and his defensive group off to a good start.
All right, Minnesota going to punt.
Jackson made big strides last year. They're looking for more in year 3, and he comes up with a sack in the first series of the game.
Here's your punt. It's off. Collected it to 18. Out to the 20, 25, 30, 35. Out to the 37. Down at the 39. 1st and 10, Chicago Bears. Right from there. If you're brand new in here today, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. All fans are welcome on this channel. Bears fans, Vikings fans, every other 30-team fan, you're welcome in here tonight. We want you here. Want you part of the party that we're doing over here. 1st down and 10, Caleb Williams. Shotgun formation to start. Single back set. Dale, what's up, my brother? Go Bears. Bear down, brother. I think this is going to be a year you're going to be happy with. I picked them to win the division over there. We'll see. I went out on a limb. Quick out complete to Swift. It's going to be tough. I think they're going to play up with Detroit and Green Bay and Minnesota this year. I don't think they're going to be the 3rd team left out. That 1 team left out. Caleb Williams steps up this year.
They bring in a new center.
Cardinals fans from the UK, Pete Lamb says, welcome in, buddy.
They did, as we said.
Single back set. Williams under center. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Dances out of the way. Williams looking for somebody to throw to. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Nice play. That's a gain of 5, 7, 8 across midfield. 1st down, Chicago Bears. He's got the weapons, Dale, this year. I mean, some of the moves in the offseason were good moves. My question is, can they give him time to throw? That's the whole question I have. Can the line give him time to throw? That's a nice play right there going to Swift. Under center, single back set. Brendan, hello, welcome in. Thanks for joining tonight. Pitch. Toss to Swift, gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Completions, and he's got a couple of.
Chicago needs to have a good ownership of possession time tonight to win this game as well. They're going to have to run the ball effectively because Minnesota wants to get it and run. They want to get it and go. They want upbeat. They want quick to the line. Williams taking his time. Under center again. Single back set behind him. Trips to the right. Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Handoff, fakes it, play action, going to throw. He's got all day. Cross the middle, caught. 1st down and more. Gain of about 14. 1st down and 10. Chicago Bears at the 35 of Minnesota. Pete, would you like to apply for the NFL media? You can email it to me if you want. I'm happy doing what I do. But yeah, so you can send me anything you like. Haunted Pirates, thank you. Always glad to have that. Dale says yes, he does a team. Can't hold that ball. Yeah, he held on to it for 5 seconds last year. That average was too long. You got to get it out 2.5. Quick throws, complete, gain of 5. Release has got to be fast. Gain of 6 on the mark. NFL's calling it a gain of 5. I think I'll go with the NFL as opposed to Joe Buck. So hit that like today if you're here. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We've had some good streams this weekend, picked up some subs. We'd like to do that again tonight. 2nd down and 4, 9 minutes, 40 seconds and counting.
On a young quarterback and an offense just trying to find their footing.
Handoff up the middle, nothing. Swift hit at the line. He was hit right away.
So 3rd and medium coming up for Caleb.
Talk to you later, Dale. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully I'll see you when I'm down there. We're going to be at both Christmas parties. Hopefully we'll run into you down there.
For Minnesota, they bring him in last year. Jonathan Gennard, who made the play there, comes in last year along with Andrew Van.
That was a good play by Minnesota right there.
Good a tandem as there is in all the football, and then they upgraded the interior pass rush as well, bringing in Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. So a defense.
3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. Big play right here in the game. Shotgun formation, man in motion coming across. We're going to have a timeout called. Play clock was running out. Timeout is called. Appreciate everybody coming tonight. We're just getting started. Looking for these bears to try to bear up, bear down, bear over, bend over, whatever it takes to get them going at home. Vikings want to shut that down. They want to come in on their Viking ship and just wreck this house. And we will see how it lays out.
So they have rearranged the middle 3 with Drew Dahlman.
We're 21 subscribers from 600. I don't think we're out of whack to shoot for that as our goal tonight. We're going to go for 21 subs to get up to 600. See if we can pull that one off. Got to get a YouTube share out there to make it happen. 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5.
Out of Boston College, that the intention wasn't for him to be the starter.
Play action, look at the throw. He's got all day. Williams going to run for himself. He's going to throw on the run. What a throw. Is he inbounds? Holy hell, he caught it. Williams is trying to get it go fast before they can look at it.
It really was, and Odunze does an excellent job. Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to be able to create any
Wow.
separation. Once Caleb Williams got out.
Shotgun, look at his throw. Dumps it underneath at the 10. Tackled there at the 6. He should have been in. What a throw that was. I'm telling you, Williams is my underrated player this year. I think he's really going to step up. Well, thank you, Haunted Pirates. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
A good job by the second-year player coming down with football. 2nd down and 3 here.
2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3. Under center, single back set. We're going to have another timeout. Are you kidding me?
Timeout Vikings.
Timeout Vikings.
Crowd likes it.
I hit that thing so fast I had other stuff pop up. So both teams have used the timeout already today.
Last season,
1 of 3 teams without opening drive TD. Pittsburgh and Seattle. Interesting.
as they face a 2nd down and 3, and I see my partner to my right.
2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3.
Because it hasn't been easy. You know, this drive has not been methodical. It really has been Caleb Williams being able to one, get through these progressions, find the open receiver, took the check down.
2nd down and 3. Ball marked at the 6. Hey, we're 20 subs away. Under center. Double I set behind him. Handoff. Swift. Tackled right away at the 9. He lost yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6 from a 9. Should have play action to the tight end. You had him on a crossing pattern. Brandon, welcome in. Let's see what I got in the box there.
Is going to come off of that look, but play action. They get the running game going. But as we said coming into this game, Joe.
Now you got play action, skinny post to the tight end. Ask Cakes, he'll tell you. Cakes loves doing his skinny posts. Shotgun. Look at the throw. 3rd down and 6. Dancing all over the place. Ira, thank you for. Caleb's going to run. Oh, and he's going to get it. He ran over a defender. Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
Clap your hands!
Chicago Bears on the board first tonight. If you had that on your gaming platform, you're doing well. I did not.
And he can't do much better. Caleb,
I had the running back going in. That's life. I got him on it anytime, though, so maybe it'll work out. That's a nice drive by Caleb Williams right there. Real nice drive. Extra point pending. It's up, and that's good. He got it. 20 subs away from our goal tonight.
It's Caleb Williams in year number 2.
It's Monday Night Football. It's a party, and I'm glad you're here in our house hanging with us. Get your popcorn ready. I noticed that Ken's not in here tonight. Ken is hiding. He's hiding. After that win over there against the Lions, he should be hiding in his own home. He is probably in his closet afraid to come out, and he should be. He should be.
What you calling your aunties?
Let's see what the Vikes are going to do. Now, Bears deferred. They're going to get the ball in the second. Spaceship Ears is in the house. Hello, John. Welcome in. Here comes that late timeout. 10 plays, 61 yards, 5.41 on the TOP. Hey, you do 501 tops along the way, man. That's something. He needs to get Komet involved, Wazowski says.
Moments that they'll never forget.
Spike Lee on my TV. Football is on, which means basketball is not far from starting. We'll be doing basketball very shortly on the channel. Looking forward to that. For all my Disney friends that are in here, wait till you see Wednesday night and the brand new layout, brand new, updated, fresh, new look to Insomniacs. I'm excited about it. Just a little hidden egg for you right there. Wait till you see what we're going to bring out on Wednesday. Yes, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? I was thinking about you last night. I was going to call you today, then I got swamped in the studio, and then by the time I realized it was too late. Glad you got your mail. Awesome, buddy. Everybody say hello to our good friend, Mr. Jeff Condon in the house. Chester Fung, welcome in. He says, let's go Minnesota.
By stepping into the ring, starting with WrestlePalooza on September.
WrestlePalooza. I forgot that's coming up on ESPN. WrestlePalooza. He knows better than talk about the game. That's great.
We will be back to Chicago, a 7-0 lead for the Bears. And Caleb Williams did a little bit of everything. His best throw is to roll.
All right, John. See you in a bit, buddy. Have fun at work if you can have fun. I don't know if having fun's possible. All right, here comes the Vikes getting the ball. Theme Park Giant is beside himself right now. He's furious. Welcome in, Mr. Fulton. Ball comes out. Here's Minnesota at the 10, 15, out to the 20. Oh, he got leveled. At the 23, he got popped. He got hit so hard his grandmother felt it. Wow. Big pop, 23-yard return. Lila Rose is in the house, everybody. Good to see Lila coming in from Team Canada. How about the Guardians beating the snot out of the Kansas City Royals tonight, 9-0. Second possession for the Vikes. McCarthy brings them up to the line. First down and 10 for the Rook. Going to throw, dumps it to the running back of the back. Oh, no, It's Jefferson in the backfield. He'll get 3 or 4. How'd he get in the backfield hidden there? It's a positive play. He got 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Welcome, friends. We're glad you're here. Hit up that like. We shoot for triple digits and higher on the likes. We got 46 in here and 43 on the board with 1 dislike. My buddy who comes in and does the dislike every show, they hit it up today. They should reach out to me. We should date or something. I mean, they love me that much. Changing the play at the line. Audible. Handoff. Off tackle. Nothing. The Bears swallow that up. Aaron Jones goes nowhere. Justin Jefferson feeling good. He's just got to get the ball. I don't think it was a huge win, Chester. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. Trips to the left.
Yeah, at least it'll be an ongoing maintenance issue now. 3rd down and 4.
3rd down and 4. Looking across the middle. McCarthy's got time. Oh, this is under and he trips and falls. He almost broke loose. Wow. Bears hold. 4th down. McCarthy was free. He just got tripped up coming out of it.
By the front office to beef up the pass rush for Chicago.
Wow.
JJ McCarthy gets his football. He's trying to get the ball.
He ducked under, made a nice move, and he tripped over somebody's foot. He had the 1st down, too.
He said he wasn't real sure what to expect of his pass rush.
Here's the kick. Boom, it's off. It's clean. Taking it to 18, out to the 20, over to the 25, and tackle there. Yes. No, just make sure it's your mother put that spaghetti where I can get to it. You take that. You take that with you. Sullivan. Yeah, that'd be great. Sullivan, you going night-night? Hello. There's nothing for you to get to. You've been watching Copper too much.
Week 2 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday night football starting.
Good night, Amber. Good night, Sullivan. Sullivan is going to bed. He's had enough for the day. Anybody new in here for the first time on our channel, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in. We always like to play our bumpers and have some fun on the channel. I love this bumper.
Hi, you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show, and I'm Chris, the Disney Baker. Pete's on a break, and he'll be right back.
Oh, it takes you so damn long to do a bumper.
That makes me laugh every time. Every time. That one and Doug make me laugh every time.
Styled for the wild. Built for the bold. With next generation power.
Redefine
your limits. Buy yours now and save with low 2.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go.
Yeah, Sully is going to bed. He is Amber's had enough, and Sully goes where she goes. So, but that's a good thing.
Can bring you even closer to the people who matter most. Wanda combines the quality of a luxury hotel with the comfort of a private vacation home. Every detail taken care of. So all you have to do is be...
Ross and found. Hello, Ross. Welcome in. Eagles traded a 5 and a 6 for Tank Bigsby to return kicks. Well, if that's something you need, right? Welcome in, Ross. Good to see you, buddy.
To-do list by Saturday, so you can earn Sunday. By Progressive, get coverage you can count on.
I've been to Soldier Stadium, but never for a game. So, Chicago's on our list of we got to get to it.
46 defense held opponents to 198 total points for the season. But they sped up the game.
I don't know who that kid was they were just showing on the screen. Rob, welcome in, buddy. All right, 1st down and 10. Chicago Bears.
That later came and joined us in Dallas. Great to see so many of these guys, including Jim McMahon.
Under center, single back set, fakes the handoff on a play action. Got a little bit of time, dumps it underneath. He's got Swift. Got back to the line of scrimmage. There's Ken. You are alive. Okay, I was making sure. You're lucky. We got your team on Thursday night. That's a great play-in. It's Cakes and Kenny J on the 927 at 7 o'clock, right into the Green Bay Packers playing. Cakes! We got to scream cakes at the top of your lungs. That's the way the channel goes. If you don't do that, you get in trouble. Shotgun formation, single back set, 2nd and 10. That was so high, it made my voice crack. Look at his throw. Trips to the left. Williams dancing around. Now he's going to take off running. First down and more. He got about 15 yards on that. Big run. First down and 10 at the Chicago 38. If Williams starts running and they can't defend that, that's going to even create another problem. Right now, they're having their defense, or the offensive line is doing a great job of protecting. Dun, dun, dun.
When you're playing against a defense that can really run
the all-new look Chicago Bears. First down and 10. 3:23 on the clock and counting. Handoff right up the middle. Swift runs into his own guy and knocks him down. Ken says, go, Pack, go.
A gain of 5, second down coming up. Well, last year there was some discussion about
3 minutes on the clock and counting. Komet got run over. Robert, welcome in. Bears are getting a new stadium in the near future. Yes. I think they're going to take a lot of that structure from the front of that over there is what I heard, and incorporate it, Robert. And welcome into the channel, my friend. Yeah, I think it's in the next, 2 years, I think it is. False start, Chicago. False start. False start. I've been up to Chicago the last 2 years for Cubs game and White Sox games, and it has been awesome. I've had a great time up there. Food has been good.
It was a point of contention by Big Johnson in preseason, the pre-snap penalties, and he's not going to tolerate that. You got to expect big improvements this year.
Shotgun, going to throw, dancing around again, underneath. Got his tight end, caught.
Former Michigan Wolverine and the 10th pick in this past draft.
Padres fan, hello, welcome in.
So they're trying to work this side here. DJ Moore is going to go to the corner, and they get the too high look with the safety. So that's the hole in that zone, and he just doesn't quite turn it loose. So Caleb's done a lot of really great things, but there's been opportunity for some bigger plays if he gets a good pre-snap read and knows exactly.
Rangers are losing. I love that I still have somebody to cheer for. Quick throw, that's the loss of yards. It's going to be 4th and 6. That's going to be a field goal opportunity. I love the fact with my Orioles out that Jen's Guardians are still in it. It's going for some playoff action. Padres might be my National League team I cheer for. You know, kind of looking for a couple teams to cheer for in this end of this baseball season. Nope, they are going to punt. They are outside the area, way outside the area. They were further back than I thought.
Hit guys in stride and then let them run, and so that was the
boom. There's the punt. Got it off.
Corey Taylor hits it.
Out of bounds.
And the third possession coming up for the Vikings.
A little bit of pushing and shoving and mouthing off to each other. A lot of chirping on the field.
Here comes McCarthy, playing in his hometown of Chicago.
We got a timeout on the field. We got a timeout. Let me see if I can add someone into the broadcast here. Let me see if I can do this here. Curtis family, hello. Good to see you.
Hello?
Hello, how are you? I needed to bring you in. I have a major announcement. And I wanted you here to hear.
Major announcement? Is that like a major award?
Yeah, it could be an award, yes. A few minutes ago, right before the start of the game, I received a text from a member of our community, and they wanted to publicly apologize that their team cheated and won their game. And that came from Cakes. Now, Mandy said there's no truth to that at all. But Cakes said that he wanted to apologize to both of us because of his team doing that, and trying to ruin the division. And on top of that, I got an email from Doug talking about how big the horseshoe was for them to win their game. So I just wanted to let you know that.
I can't say what I want to say because I have a feeling I'm live right now.
Oh, by the way, you're live right now.
Yeah, so good thing I'm not saying what I want to say right now, but you're full of you know what.
You're not helping me much.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
You're supposed to be helping me, not hindering me.
No, sorry.
Good
I'm
Lord.
sorry. I am in Guardians mode. I'm watching the
9-0. 9-0.
10-0.
Is it 10 now? Oh yeah, there it is on the board.
10-0 now.
They are still, everybody's saying hello to you in the chat. Yes.
Hello, everyone.
They are still in contention for the playoffs. I'm excited. I was just telling everybody a little bit ago that I'm going to tell her I can't see her. Curtis family says they can't see you. I was just telling everybody that I am going to be rooting for the Guardians and trying to get in the playoffs, and then probably the Padres on the national side. So hopefully they can do it. And that's good. Isn't Kansas City right above you? I think they.
Yes. This is a very important series for both teams. Yes.
Awesome.
This will make or break who's probably going to make the postseason.
Well,
but I mean, honestly, just like the Browns, like neither team deserves to go. They both kind of have sucked this year.
You know what?
Just like the Browns in Cincinnati, neither one of them deserved to win that game yesterday.
Hold on 1 second. Under center, single back set. McCarthy flips it out to the running back. Solid run, gain of 5 on there. Here's the thing I'll say, Jen. You know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We're both 0-1. Those two guys are 1-0, and we're going to have some divisional battles that we're going to beat the snot out of each other. And I think that starts next week when you and I play each other down here in Baltimore. So at the end of the season, it's going to come down to the division, and I'm ready for that. So we'll have some fun. So, but all right, well, I'll let you get back to your Guardians, and I'll get back to calling this. But
I mean, they're just hitting off this guy like he's throwing batting practice or something.
It does.
I'm glad we need this win. You know, the Guardians, we need it, but
there you go.
It's so lopsided right now. But I'm just, when you get to this point of the game, it's the bottom of the 7th. You got 2 innings left. We've been in this position before this season, so
that's what you do.
Hope one of these times, I hope it, that you had this happen just the other day with the Orioles. So
they do their thing exactly.
Who was it? The Dodgers.
Yep, we did. So, well, we're at end of the first, everybody. It'll be 1st and 10 when they come back. So just let you know, that's why we're not jumping back into the game right now. But yeah, so we're gonna have some fun over here tonight. I hope your Guardians. They're late. They're in the 7th or 8th inning, aren't they? Hold on, let me see. It's about
the Guardians. Yeah, we're bottom of the 7th right now. Jose Ramirez is up with 2 guys on.
Runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 away. How about that? See how smooth that is. So, RJ, welcome in. Next time I call, you're supposed to help. By the way, just let you know.
Help who? You?
Yes, not help everybody.
Helping myself first.
You helped everybody else.
All right.
See?
All right.
Even Matthew McConaughey agrees with me. All right, I'll let you go and get back to your game. Enjoy it. And
okay.
I'm going to get back over here. Bye.
All right. Bye.
She was no help at all. I expected her to help me. No. Steelers are 1-0 in our division. Bengals are 1-0 in our division. They both won yesterday. Got to give Aaron Rodgers some credit. Everybody said he couldn't play anymore. Dude came out and threw 4 touchdowns and looked good doing it. I don't care if it was the Jets or not. It's still an NFL team. I don't want anybody in there saying, oh, they beat the Jets. Who cares? They beat an NFL team. Niners, George Kittle to miss 3 to 5 weeks. Really? I got Kittle in my draft. I'm going to have to go get a new tight end then. That sucks. Welcome, Taterhead. So, and even though the Bengals Browns game wasn't as energetic as people would like, still won the game. So they're both 1-0. You know. Yep. Kittle's out. Kittle's out.
And if America doesn't fight back,
According to Taterhead, I didn't pick up on that yet. So
confronting evil.
the other thing that I thought was not as exciting in the Pittsburgh game was I thought they would have gotten the ball more to Metcalf. I was surprised they didn't go to him as much. So that was surprising to me. All right, we're going to the second here. Oh, I got to do this if I'm going to play here.
Normal jitters won't work. Do it. We'll put the drive together right now. Go tie this thing up and just keep competing.
Where is the game?
Sorry you go to the bench to talk to him. What did you say to him?
I just told him that, his demeanor, everything about him doing his job right now.
Which half? Oh, Lord, quiet.
When he first took over in Minnesota last year, rebuilding.
All right, here we go.
The career of Sam Darnold, and now he is molding young J.J. McCarthy, the number 10.
First down and 10. Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Down the field he goes. McCarthy. Contact and a flag. They're going to call pass interference. They're going to call it.
Down the sideline, and Deshaun Wright, who last year was on the Vikings practice squad, guilty of pass interference.
He didn't even look back for the ball. You got to look back. Road Warriors. Hello. Niners got a hex or something after that Super Bowl because they have the worst luck. Well, you're not wrong. Good to see you, Warrior. Thank you for all the support. You think Sauce had him locked down, Badger backer? Is that what it was? Could be. That's a good call out.
But Dennis Allen on that play with 2 tight.
First down and 10 after the penalty. If dude turns around, he probably intercepts the ball. It was underthrown.
On Aaron Jones, they still get something out of it.
First down and 10.
42 yards on that penalty on pass interference.
Play action. Look at the throw. Pressure coming. McCarthy gets off with that one, and he's going to run for the first down to the 15.
Let's send it down to Laura.
Well, Joe, you just mentioned Deshaun Wright was on the practice squad for the Vikings last year. He's had most of his time.
Thursday should be a great game. I would love to see that. Commanders, they could play. Green Bay won. They both won their first game.
Jefferson told him, don't look back. He wanted to do as much as possible against him on that practice field.
So he's getting a chance tonight, Laura. Deshaun.
Handoff up the middle. Solid run down to the 11. Second down and 5. Second and 5. We are 19 subs from our goal tonight. 19. Halfway to our likes goal, so we're getting there. Yeah, Ken's testing the water tonight.
In his career, and they just don't want to continue to overwork him like that. Bring in a bigger back like Jordan Mason and let him get the tough yards like he just got. Second and 5, Mason again. Got to Edmonds for a moment.
Short run. He lost yards on that. Third down and 8. I don't think he bothers Jen with that at all. And in a totally non-related topic, I just noticed on the Disney dating site that Jen just uploaded a new thing for Ken. So Ken has his own account now. Congratulations, Ken. Totally non-related.
Another guy who they brought in this offseason.
From the 14, third and 8. Shotgun, looking to throw, goes underneath. Incomplete. He was looking for Jefferson. They're saying no. Didn't catch it. No good. Fourth down, field goal unit coming on for the Vikings.
They've got a safety in the middle of the field. There's no disguising what Chicago is doing.
Kittle's injury doesn't look good, and Purdy might not play for week 2. 49ers might need to pick someone up. I'm pretty sure I got Purdy in one of my leagues. When you got 5 leagues,
But you see, we talked about how Chicago's shorthanded with the injuries. They hold up what? 31-yard try is drilled.
31-yard try is good. All right, so what's this right here?
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long.
Let's see here.
Wait, what?
And
See you on game day.
can't do any changes yet because rosters are locked. So don't have anybody there. They got Shabuzi on Thursday night.
It's the Packers, and it all kicks off at Lambeau Field in an epic NFC showdown.
Acme over there.
Come in, Packers at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Gonna need to find a wide receiver over there. He doesn't have one over there.
When a young homeowner starts to turn into their parent, it helps to show them just how bad it can get.
I'm just checking my fantasy real quick while we're sitting here for a second. 7-3 ball game. Bears getting the ball.
She's made progress.
I want to win both of those. How about that? All right.
No, they do.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you're button home and auto with us.
Let's go over to this one. I thought we had Kittle on one of them.
Nobody has more sports content than the all-new ESPN app. Nobody. College football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, TGL, the NFL.
Nope, I got Kelsey in that one.
WNBA finals, the Stanley Cup final, the U.S. Open, PGA Tour, college football playoff. We got Sports Center with SVP, First Take with Stephen A. Get Up with Greeny, College Game Day, the entire
Walker.
library.
Change him out with Dobbs.
All in one place. Full moon.
Okay.
We continue on in Chicago at Soldier Field.
Full moon tonight.
I think that's a full moon. It looks full to me. I actually dropped my astronomy class in Indiana. I thought I had signed up for astrology, but instead it was astronomy. It was a bunch of numbers and stuff.
How do you think I was feeling, Taterhead?
7-3 game. DJ Moore and the
Not good, obviously.
Back out to the field.
DJ Moore needs to get some catches. That's a 10, 15, over to the 20, 25, 30. There's flags down everywhere.
Flag is down at the 39.
Yeah, I got to drop Cooper over there and pick some people up.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation defense, 5 yards added on. Greg Lear, welcome in. Been a while. Hope everything is great. Yeah, it happens. Said Dolphins had a rough week too. Yeah. Surprisingly rough week.
And he left too soon.
He did leave too soon.
I was going to say, I think we're making America wait for Ferris Bueller. Ben Johnson cartoon. First down.
First down. Look at the throw. Williams gets it off. Caught. DJ Moore getting it. Down the field he goes. That's a big play. All the way down to the 31, a gain of 30.
He's 10 for 10. Yeah, he's on a roll right now. This is his best throw tonight. You're going to see that Moore comes off the ball. He gets jammed up a little bit, so the timing is off. And Caleb then in the pocket, he's got a double hit just
get the timing back on it. But he knew exactly what he had with the coverage. They covered the inside receiver, he to the outside guy, and just really great presence by Caleb Williams, knowing what he got.
Career best 10 straight.
Handoff, off tackle, inside the 30.
His second carry. Eric Wilson on the tackle, a gain of 1. And the longest by the Bears to
All right, so got somebody over there.
get John Parolin on a name for that. We call Parolin Pylon. Country's waiting for that. All right, 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation. That's going to be a false start. You can't run to the line like that.
With some of the pre-snap with the motions, just
You applied to graduate this year. Good for you. Good luck to you.
And that's going to be a work in progress. But I know for Ben Johnson, boy, that's just something.
Send out. Well, everybody's into football the way they are, you know.
When you're getting penalized before the ball's even snapped. But that's some of which this offense has struggled with in camp, and they'll continue to get better as we move through the year. But we saw that right.
2nd down and 14. 2nd and 14. Shotgun formation. Looking to throw.
2nd and 14.
Play action. In trouble. Dances around. He's going to take off running. He's quicker than they expect. Spin move. Nice move and nice run by Williams. 8-yard gain on that one. Wow. That was a surprising run. Shotgun formation. And he's looking to run, and boom, he takes off. False start again. Question is, did they flinch or did Minnesota come across? False start. 5-yard penalty, replay. 1st down. Yeah, that was a nice spin, Rob. I like that. If he'd have kept his foot, he'd have got a 1st down.
To solidify the interior offensive line, and that's 3 false start penalties against the Bears in the half. 3rd and 11.
Upside when you get.
He's still playing baseball. He's playing baseball in college, Greg. Doing pretty good. Tight end in motion, shotgun, handoff, Swift, right up the middle. It's going to be 4th down here from the 24. Are they going to go for it? It looks like they are. You're now accepting applications for a new co-host. That's pretty funny in itself. 4th down and 3.
Or if he's going to maybe try to draw him offside.
4th down and 3.
Play clock is at 9.
Play clock at 9. They're not going to have long to play with it. Whistles. Timeout, Chicago. Timeout, Chicago.
By the Bears in this half before 4th and 4.
Anybody new in here for the first time, please jump in the chat, say hello. Hit that subscribe, whether you're Ninja or watching with us. Ben Johnson.
The Bears looking for a winning season. Their first.
This guy cannot dance. That guy cannot dance.
That is obviously Ben Johnson, who
obviously.
All right, they're still going for it on 4th and 3.
Not Matthew Brother. That was Ben. 4th and 3.
Shotgun formation. Empty backfield. Looking to throw. Wide open and a bad throw. Turning it over on downs on a bad throw. He had a guy wide open.
Oh, he had him all right. That's one that he's going to be kicking himself.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's his first incompletion of the game. Vikings ball. Down 4.
Vikings ball, down 4. They got it back. Unbelievable.
TV. You get every game every Sunday, all in one place.
Hey, it's Kelly from Myers and the Mouse, and I'm here with Pete McDevitt from the Pete McDevitt Show. My favorite Chiefs fan right here.
What are you talking about?
I know how much you love the Chiefs.
Just do the bumper.
Okay. Check out Pete McDevitt on the Pete McDevitt Show.
Thank you.
Whether it's a luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise #1. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through.
Hi, I'm Zippity Doodog.
Hey, and I'm Scallywag Steve.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show.
All of your adventures.
Check out Dave and his very quality efforts to support you on your traveling adventure through Cantrell Country Travel. All right, let's take that off of there as we are coming back here. It's going to be Vikings ball with 8:55 in the second.
2 new burgers, 1 big collab with Glorilla.
Glorilla. What the heck is Glorilla?
Barbecue double or go big with Big Glow's Barbecue Buford. Only at Checkers and Rallies.
Let's see what we got going.
That 4th down throw he missed.
Green boyfriend can know nothing.
I'll listen to that.
And still fit in just fine.
DeAndre Swift is now plus 210 for a touchdown. Wow.
Hail Mayo.
Caleb Williams off to a flying start statistically. So probably thinking about that 4th down throw he missed. As we look at this quarterback comparison, and J.J. McCarthy, who's just 1 for 2, trying to settle into his first NFL start. You can add a rush touchdown for Caleb Williams. A 9-yarder to get the.
All right, here we go. I have no idea, Greg. Haven't heard anything on that yet. Handoff, end around. Jones, he's not going to get hardly a yard on the end around.
Take a look at the first-round quarterbacks in that 2024 draft. Caleb Williams, first overall to the Bears. Jake Daniels, you know what he did. He guided his team to the NFC Champ game last season. Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy, and Bo Nix. Pretty good class at the top.
Yeah, really good. There's some guys already that are pretty accomplished in those teams.
Second and 8.
What you're hoping to say when you come out of that rookie year.
2nd and 8.
Underneath, caught. Is that Hawkinson? Short gain. 3rd and 3 coming up. 3rd and a long 4. What they're marking it.
One of those guys, especially with Jordan Addison missing the first 3 games due to a suspension.
See if the Bears can get any pressure, or if he can get it off quick. Coming out of the huddle. Crowd coming up and making noise. Shotgun. Jefferson in motion. Pressure coming. Across the middle. Got it. Jefferson, but he's short. It's going to be 4th down and 1, and I can't imagine they're going to go for it here. They're deep in their own territory.
By Tremaine Edmonds, one of the 2 linebackers that the Bears brought in back in 2023. His run made T.J. Edwards inactive tonight with a bad hamstring.
Yeah, just a really good job by him. He goes back and he reads the route and just immediately puts his foot in the ground. That's a veteran player. Does a nice job.
That's a nice job of keeping them off. They are going to punt. Chicago getting the ball back.
Right, another punt. Duvernay has been busy.
Drives it back. Going out of bounds. Where's that going to? That's going to be way up there. Looking to see where they're going to spot it.
In good field position for the Bears, leading by 4. Navy Pier on
It looks like it's going to be at the 38. There's the Navy Pier. I've been there. Been over there myself. Kind of cool when you see places you've been. Vikings O-line is atrocious, Ali says. First and 10, they're going to mark it at the 35. 35 when we come back.
Inside, they were greeted by Edna's warm welcome, a blank stare, be cool guys, and a TV showing football that no one wanted to change, ever. So they pulled out the BetMGM app and put together a live parlay, but what would the fourth leg be? Bingo. New York. Soon the whole bar was pulling for that parlay. Making a place you'll never forget.
Yeah, I'm sure two guys go into a bar, start talking about gambling, and the whole bar gets behind you. I don't know what crazy world that commercial's in. No idea.
The $5, $7, and $9 Lux Gravy boxes only at Taco Bell.
I love this commercial. Come on, ride the float. Get your ride. They did good with this commercial.
I am.
Come on, ride the float. We're ready to ride it over here. It's all, yeah, what about 7 minutes almost left remaining in the first half?
Protected. Never rejected.
Somebody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tonight's total replay is brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Let's take a look at Caleb Williams this first half, and you see as he's able to get through the progression and check the ball down, which, as you talked about, Joe, he's been preached to all week. Completions. And then when the pocket is collapsed on him and he hasn't seen anything down the field, he does what he's able to do and what we've seen throughout his career, the ability to make plays. And then, of course, here's the touchdown run, getting outside the pocket once again. So it hasn't been perfect. The numbers look good. He's missed a few guys that they've had opportunities for some bigger plays, but overall in this first game, in this new offense.
All right, here come the Bears, first and 10.
It was just a 31-yard punt by Ryan.
Komet in the backfield.
In good field position for the Bears, up 7.
Under center.
At their 35.
Komet now moves up into a triple left. Trips left. Gonna throw. Play action. Knocked down at the line. Knocked down at the line by Ingram Dawkins.
A 5th-round pick out of Georgia, and he's 6'5", got his hands up and knocked it away.
6'5".
They do a nice job of. They've been running some jumbo packages.
Hey, that's the key. If you can't get there, get your hands on it. That's the key.
The undrafted rookie and heavy play action, show run. You got one-on-one on the outside, but because of the big guy in the middle, not able to, what should have been an easy completion if Caleb just lays that ball and not tries to drive it.
Play action again, going to throw. Rush coming. Williams rolls to the right, throws. Oh, incomplete. We got flags down everywhere. Looking for Zacchaeus.
Brian Flores brought pressure. Holding, number 25.
Holding offense, 10 yards. Replay second down.
Of course, Brian Flores, everyone knows, he brings more pressure than anybody in the game. And his first half, he's been pretty conservative. And I know we talked to him, Joe. He said even when he's able to get a pressure with a 4-man, he can't help himself. He wants to bring someone else. But Ivan Pace.
Nice job by Williams there.
Who came on the blitz there. He's one of the best blitzing linebackers in the game. He does an outstanding job. And
they're saying penalty decline now. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Neil, hello. Welcome in. Shotgun formation. Single back set.
Caleb Williams, 3 straight incompletions after starting 10 for 10.
Pressure coming. Williams in trouble. Gets away. Holy heck, how'd he get away? He got a couple yards, but nowhere near. It's going to be 4th and 5. He got away. They're going to get the punt.
I'm not sure how Williams gets out of that, but he comes back with another 5-man rush. And so he's not going to allow Caleb Williams to just sit back there. At times he's had pretty good protection, but he's able to get away from Jonathan Allen, but still.
Wow. Here comes the punt for Chicago. Gets it off.
Bryce has to sprint out to his left, waiting for his teammates to get away from it. Good job by the rookie. That ball was awfully.
Price picks it up, takes it out for a couple yards. Daniel, welcome in. Good to see you.
Miles Price picked it up and returned it for 8 yards.
McCarthy coming out for the Minnesota 24 when we return from this commercial. Again. So many commercials.
We need a new fridge.
This one has craft ice on demand.
More ice than me?
4 kinds of ice, actually.
Gonna need a bigger bucket.
Like this one?
Do you always have 2 bucket chains?
Hey, hey, hey. This commercial drives me nuts, but it's stuck in my head.
Game guys looking like cheat codes.
That's no cheat code, baby. That's mirror. Years of NFL data. Your play calls, your game.
You know what? Let's get it.
You fumbled your own fade.
Madden NFL 26, built from Sunday.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals.
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's. How about that?
Michelin innovates on the road.
McDonald's trying to help out us. When things are so expensive, they want to give you a Big Mac for $2 cheaper.
Michelin, motion for life.
Hopefully one more commercial.
Welcome back to what should be the thrilling second half. Absolutely electric today.
Wait! Go, go, go!
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Gotta love the Monday night music. It just sets everything right.
Under 6 to go in the half. The Bears still leading 7-3. Talked about Caleb Williams starting this game 10 for 10. The Vikings try to kind of survive that.
Now with 2% beef. That's funny.
And now McCarthy back to work here.
Well, I'll tell you, I've been impressed with what this defense has been able to do. Dennis Allen and his group has really done a nice job, and understandable that they're going against a
Come on, ride the train. I got that song in my head now.
Jalen Johnson and then Kyler Ford.
All right, 5:52 on the game clock. Minnesota starts with it. Bears want to try to get them to do another 3 and out.
Kyler Gordon, who's one of the best in the league, and he was pretty sticky on Justin Jefferson. So that's
Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line for Minnesota. Checking down to a run. Handoff. And that's a first down on the run. Nice call, but we got a flag down. We got holding. It's going to come back. That's going to take him 10 yards further back. Choo-choo, yeah. That's why he was saying, well, we were going to get through that hole. Oh, really? We're starting to get the bots now? Aye, aye, aye.
Torn left ACL and MCL. There's the hold on School. And Darisaw was kind of iffy during the week. He's ahead of schedule, but was not ready to go. Needing confidence in that knee. So School gets the start.
Yes, thank you.
within this offense, having played in San Francisco. But you're right, he was an insurance policy, hoping to have Darisaw back tonight. But School got the
Look at the throw, knockdown. 2nd down and 20.
Well, that's one area that J.J. McCarthy, he's just got to be a little bit better. You're going to see the receiver come into the middle, and you got to just lay this ball. T.J. Hawkinson just got to lay it to the middle and let him go. And a lot of when you watch McCarthy, there's a lot of fastballs. And when you throw that, all those interior pressures become factors like we just saw.
Second down and 20. McCarthy protected.
Knocks it down.
That's an incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20 coming up. I got to ask Preston a question.
Yes.
Hey, is that Fall World Series in the state here?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Keep your ears open for that. And let me know what that is, okay? All right, bud. Good job. Thank you.
Where J.J. McCarthy was wanting to lay the football, that's why he was holding it. Overall, that protection wasn't that bad.
Now we play clock at 3. Timeout, Minnesota.
Timeout, Minnesota.
Asking for it. They throw the flag, but we'll see if they give.
Are they giving him the flag or the timeout?
McCarthy was asking to get a new play clock, and so is Kevin McCarthy over there. I think they both were
Delay a game offense. They're not giving it to him. Wow.
Yeah, I thought O'Connell was going down to the official to say timeout. He was going down to the official to say reset the play clock.
That's right, and this is what McCarthy, so he sees the play clock, and he's expecting a reset as well.
3rd down and 25.
Yeah, it was a normal play. I can't imagine any reason why there had to be a reset there. I think it was a good job to let him play on. That's Russell here. The rules extra. Play clock is down low again. It's a 3.
Shotgun. Looking to throw. About to get hit. Dumps it to the running back. Out to the 15. Chicago will be getting the ball back here with 5 minutes left in the game, or the half. Try to put some more points up.
Combined on the stop, a gain of 7. It's 4 down.
You know, the game kind of started this way as far as McCarthy, feeling the pressure of the play clock winding down, and it's continued. And there's something with the mechanics of how he's getting the play, how he's getting it called, whatever the miscommunication is, it's causing too much.
They get it off. Drives it back to the 35. Taken there. Over to the 40. Tackled immediately at the 41.
After a return of 7 yards next week.
Next Monday, there's 2 games. A 7 o'clock and a 10 o'clock. I think I need to do both. I think I need to do both. I need to take a look at that and see if I have both games listed. I need to do a double shot on a Monday.
The all-new ESPN app. A tough loss for the Texans yesterday in Los Angeles, but
how about shake and bake? Baker Mayfield coming up with a win against Atlanta.
Handoff Swift.
Yeah, Baker in that game, a game-winning 25-yard touchdown pass to.
Let me look a week in advance and see if they're both.
This field goal ended the ball game in essence. That game last night was just crazy. I'll get into some of the numbers in a second if we get a chance.
10.
For the Green Bay Packers at home, they beat Detroit. Micah Parsons right in the middle of it.
Phillies beat the Mets. Did they really? I like the Phillies that beat the Mets. I didn't think about it.
Defense with the Steelers, a little change of the script.
That one felt good for him, and what a win for Josh Allen and the Bills to be able to beat a conference rival week 1. That's a big win. Could be a really big win.
False start, Chicago. Chargers and the Raiders at 10 o'clock. Buccaneers and Texans there.
Bills trailed by 15 with under 4 minutes left. It's the 4th win in over 2,300 NFL games in that situation since 2000. Ravens
Disappointing.
Time and scoring 40 plus. Josh Allen 394.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 11.
2 on the ground. Lamar was at
Shotgun, looking to throw. Across the middle, complete. First down and more. Zacchaeus down to the 43. T. Marie's Place, welcome in.
From Caleb Williams. Well, it just kind of opens up. I mean, he had his choice as to whatever he wanted to do. You see Alameda.
10 p.m. game would be a 3 a.m. kickoff every year. Looks like I can watch both of them, so I probably will.
Alameda Zacchaeus, he comes in and
Herschelini, Margie, you're sick. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. Thank you for coming in. Handoff, short run. Couple yards, not much. 2nd and 7 coming up. 2nd and 7.
Vikings are hoping takes a big step in his second season. A first-round pick from Alabama last season. Had 3 sacks and intercepted as a rookie. The more consistent play they want. They need to stop. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Yes, we hope Margie and gets better. 2:13 on the clock. Handoff again up the middle. Goes nowhere. 3rd down coming up in about 9. That's the 2-minute warning. They're going to say it's 3rd down and 5. I thought they lost yards. I guess they got back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left and a half. 3rd down and 5 when we return to the game. Man, that's been iconic, that tune, for years and years. That was a close game with the Phillies and the Mets.
Injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose
close game.
Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig.
Nationals put up 13 on the Marlins tonight. Good Lord. There's still some late baseball too. 9:30, 10 o'clock games.
See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation.
Guardians won 10-2. Jen's probably happy somewhere.
Rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscular. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems.
Oh, good stretch.
Receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
Always fun here, sitting, hanging out, talking with you guys. Interesting week 1, a lot of action, couple surprises. I think the Dolphins getting blown out was a surprise. I think the Jets played better than people thought they would. So you had that going. Jaguars had that huge rain delay, lightning delay, and still put up a bunch of points.
Jason Kelsey and these NFL fans are going wild.
Colts going 1-0 and blowing somebody out. A little bit of a surprise. Got to that AFC West. Broncos winning at home. They should have won more than they did, I think. Chargers beating the Chiefs. Maybe somebody saw it. Maybe they didn't. And you got the Raiders losing. And the Chiefs losing.
Sunday ticket and YouTube TV. Every game, every Sunday, new users pay less.
Dun, dun, dun.
For the All-State halftime.
All-State halftime report.
Huh. The first half of this game. Boomer will have his fastest 3 minutes.
Boomer's still doing his fastest 3 minutes. I love that. Daniel Jones did play better than expected. I would agree with that. Shotgun, 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. Pressure coming, gets it all, 1st down. Zacchaeus, 1st down for your Bears. 1st down!
Yeah, really nice route here by Zacchaeus as he comes in motion and then pivots.
That was a nice route.
Creates some separation then off the line of scrimmage and a ball that's thrown on the money. Now, what we saw from Minnesota, a 4-man rush, but they've got a spy in the middle.
Yeah, they got a spy running with them now. They're determined not to let Williams run. Shotgun formation. Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Handoff, Swift off the middle. Gain of about 4.
All 4 of his runs were scrambles in this game when protection broke down. He's got.
Who did the Eagles trade for? I missed that. Or maybe I didn't miss it. I just can't remember it.
Look at time of possession just dominated by Chicago.
Yeah, if you're Minnesota, you
wow, 17-11 on TOP.
Chicago to a field goal. As badly as you've been outplayed in this first half, to just be a one-possession game.
Handoff. Swift again inside the 30. Down to the 27. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Bears have 1 timeout. The Vikings, if they're trying to conserve time, have 2, and they're letting the clock run.
Yeah, here you are, 3rd down. You got 2 timeouts. You got a chance to possibly get the ball back into your hands, and yet Kevin O'Connell is elected to let the clock run. The Bears are going to stop the clock. They'll let this thing run down as well and give themselves an opportunity to control things going in here at half.
Shotgun formation, 3rd and 5. Trips to the left.
Look at all that movement defensively. On 3rd down and 5.
Oh, big hit.
Catches made by a Dunze. Murphy is there.
Wow. 4th down. Gowdy, hello. Welcome in.
It's 4th down and 2 after a completion of 3 yards. They've gone for it once.
We got a timeout. Are they going to go for it again?
They go again.
Oh, that's right. They did trade for Tanks Bigsby. I remember that now.
For now,
I remember reading that. Looks like they're going to go for it here with 28 seconds. Welcome to the clubhouse. Rep up Jack, I guess.
Chicago gets the ball to start the second half on top of all this. And with that, they're going to bring their kicker, Kairos.
Now they're going to bring the kicker in at the last second.
Try to make this a 7-point game again. Attempt for 42 yards. He was 21 of 25 last year. His 6th year with the Bears during his 2nd tenure in Chicago.
42-yard attempt. Down, up, and just inside the uprights.
Made it by
Just barely made it.
that much.
Oh, man. It smells like a skunk got killed around here. I can smell it coming through the window. Oh, that's the worst.
Ben Johnson feels pretty
Nothing worse than a skunk.
For some of these divisional games that we've seen here on opening weekend, he's able to come in with a young ball club and all the things that he's trying to get going in the right direction and get a win against this team that won 14 games last year. It'd be a great start to his year.
When you think Ben Johnson, you think of the 3 previous years as offensive coordinator in Detroit. You think about not just prolific offense, but gadget plays, offensive line.
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse. Oh, boy. I have no idea what that is.
They're not really there. No, yeah, they just want to put one foot in front of the other right now.
Yeah, and none of Dan Campbell rubbed off on him coming over. Dan Campbell would have been going for it there.
Here's a return by Miles Price.
Big return by Bryce out to the 32. Thank you for that, Gowdy. I fixed that.
Last year, week 3 against Arizona, hook and ladder. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs helped them to a win. Here's the one we saw against the Seahawks with Jared Goff catching a touchdown pass. Week 6 against the Dallas Cowboys. The reverse flicker resulted in a 52-yard touchdown pass to Sam Laporta. A 47-9 victory.
1st down and 10, 24 seconds on the clock.
And it would be fun to play offense knowing that man is your coordinator as they had over the last 3 years in Detroit.
Yeah, and I think right now his mindset is, hey, let's get good at the easy things first, and then we'll go from there.
Well, they're going to push.
Look at a throw.
Naylor.
Caught.
They've got one timeout left.
They got one timeout left. They're hustling down.
This officiating crew's had a tough time spotting the football in this game. They finally blow it dead because Naylor got out of bounds.
Minnesota, 30-second timeout.
Well, we are in disagreement with where they're putting the football right now, but either way, the knee is down, so he does not get out of bounds. He's contacted, and that's why Minnesota, Russell, here.
So Minnesota took the timeout with 11 seconds on the clock.
So Minnesota had to call a timeout to stop the clock.
Remember, they used the timeout on the last defensive possession just before the field goal, so they're not able to then try to run anything else.
And now with 11 seconds left and no timeouts, they're going to move the ball, which is what we expected here. They had a bad spot on the football, so they're moving it back. Kevin O'Connell has already made the decision for the moment that he was going to send Will Reichard out.
58 yards for the field goal here they're going to try.
41, which is a 59-yard try by Reichard instead of, with no timeouts, having the young quarterback try and get a little more yardage.
His career best is 58, so it's right in that range.
59-yard try.
59-yard attempt.
With 11 seconds to
Kick is up, and it is good. It's a 10-6 game. Wow.
Field goal range, and Reichard did the rest.
Yeah, he sure did. I mean, he had to drive this ball pretty hard.
That ball was blasted.
That's an outstanding job. What was lost in that is the route by Jalen Naylor to get themselves in a position to even give Reichard an opportunity for this play.
That would have been good from like 63.
Jefferson loving it. The completion was 28 yards for J.J. McCarthy, who's watching that. Sailed through the uprights. That ties the 59-yarder, a Soldier Field record.
Soldier Field record tied for 59 yards on that.
From 2015, who was the hero and made the game-winning kick last night, as he had spent, according to Mike Tirico, like 100 hours in Western New York with his new team, the Buffalo Bills.
Well, that's big time by him coming through there with a career best 59-yarder.
All right, Riker got to kick it off. These kickers have new vitamins or something, yeah.
This team needed. Going in at half.
Bionic legs.
McCarthy basically doubled his passing yards on that completion.
Here's the return. Out to the 30, 40. Nice return. That's going to end the half. That kicker might have hurt himself on that kickoff. I heard him yell.
The half comes to a close in a 10-6 game. Caleb Williams, the hot start. Bears defense forcing 4 3-and-outs. Justin Jefferson.
All right, Bears up at halftime.
It's a 10-6 game. The All-State halftime is coming your way next.
All-State first and save hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
You won't go? Come back!
Checking All-State first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart.
All right, we got halftime, everybody. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. I'll hang out and chat. Listen to Chris Berman.
We welcome you to the All-State halftime here. Soldier Field in Chicago. A late field goal for Minnesota gets them within 4 onside.
Chicago gets the ball first. Return it in, I'm pretty sure.
touchdown drive a season ago. They go right down the field. What you see initially from Caleb?
It was all about Caleb Williams and efficiency, right? He took the smart throw, used his legs when he had to. He found ways.
Yeah, he had a good drive, that first drive.
I thought he was so smart to understand he didn't have to get the big play. He didn't have to create when he didn't need to. But when he had to go above and beyond the X's and O's, we saw Caleb Williams do that, whether it was the touchdown or late runs after the first drive. I thought he played it extremely smart, kept the ball on his side of the field, and did a great job of executing the entire time.
Jason, the completion late from McCarthy to Naylor basically doubled his passing yards, gets them a field goal. What have you seen thus far from the first start?
Listen, I think, honestly, he kind of looks like Caleb Williams did start last season. I think you see him kind of settle in as the half win with that throw before half, but a little bit erratic, a little bit of trying to find that rhythm, and it would be helpful if they had a running game, right?
Yeah, they don't have any running game for Minnesota, which is surprising.
Hopefully they can get something going in the second half.
And again, that curious what they were going to do there, and it was an interesting situation because of the spot of the football. We heard Joe talking about it. I was curious were they going to try that Riker field goal from 59. That ties the Soldier Field record, and it does get Minnesota within 4. 30 more minutes of football to come.
30 more minutes of football to come.
The second half, you want to see him take bigger shots?
I just would like to see him be more productive on first, second down, and be able to build a more rhythm with McCarthy. I think you got to give the Bears credit. The Bears defense looks great.
Just
They're
Jefferson
to
has to get involved as well, though. Right,
All right, what do we got? The 10th?
In the world at what he does, give him opportunities in one-on-one matchups.
He didn't tell you one of the best. He told you
the best.
Thus far, hey, we know he's one of the best, if not the best. 30 more minutes to come. When we continue here, this was a remarkable end of Sunday night football in Buffalo. We continue. It's Boom in the fastest 3 minutes.
Fastest 3 minutes coming up.
We continue on Sunday night from Soldier Field.
This is the All-State halftime.
Countdown clock should be up here soon.
I checked All-State.
Come on, ESPN. Get on your game tonight.
Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Oh, no! Come back!
Checking All-State.
Doug dropping all the stats in there. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate that.
At least I checked All-State first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
It is time for football.
Lately, they've had the timer on there for how long halftime is. I guess they're not doing that.
I work with the LAPD. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
Welcome.
Here comes Boomer.
What a first half. I look forward to the second half. Me too. And after the game, join us with the original members of Spinal Tap, one of the great comedies of all time.
I never saw it.
Stay up late for Spinal Tap on Jimmy Kimmel Live. You're allowed to. You're big.
Jimmy, thank you. Halftime ceremony here at Soldier Field honoring the 85 Bears, a legendary squad. 40 years since they...
Wow, they're honoring the Bears.
Roy, remembering their legends. Speaking of legends, it's Chris Berman.
Here comes Berman.
Thank you very much, Scott. Great to be with you and everybody again for another full year of Monday Night Football. Well, one thing you can be sure of in September, in most every case, the defenses are ahead of the offenses. And we all know
That's true.
The Steelers at the Jets, well, that would certainly be the case. Points will be at a premium. Wrong. Welcome to a brand new NFL season. Here we go with our fastest 3 minutes. Last year, as we all know, Aaron Rodgers, quarterback of the Jets, Justin Fields, quarterback of the Steelers. This year, Rodgers, Steelers, Fields, Jets. At the Meadowlands, Rodgers to Calvin Austin, one of his 4 touchdown passes. He had 2 within 1 minute in the fourth quarter, but Fields' naked boot puts New York in front 32-31. Wasn't as good as a 60-yard boot from the veteran, Chris Boswell. Good. Pittsburgh wins 34-32. Jared Goff, Lions. Wait a minute. Is it Micah Parsons on Dallas? You ever been listening to the news? Micah Parsons.
He made an impact the other day. Micah Parsons did. Good night, Doug and Brendan. Thank you for being here tonight. Check out Doug tomorrow, 9 a.m. Coffee Talk in the morning. Best show in the morning on YouTube. Zippity Doo Doug. If we could drop Doug's link in there, I'd really, really appreciate it. Please go over and, seriously, go over and give him a shot tomorrow. Check him out.
Matthew Stafford, the 10th ever to throw for 60,000 yards. LA wins 14-9. Late at Seattle, down 13-10. Brock Purdy to Jake Tonjes. Purdy and Purdy win.
Purdy got to win.
Pete Carroll once upon a time coached the Patriots. Mike Vrabel once upon a time won 3 Super Bowl with the Patriots. Vrabel coaching the Pats, Carroll coaching. His old Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith to Trey Tucker. Raiders win in New England.
20-13.
Tennessee played tough. Tough place for debut though at Mile High. Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton, another circus cap for him. Denver wins 20-12. We get to sing it in Washington. Debo. One more for the road.
And Samuel with that run.
Washington, he caught 7 balls.
Wow.
Joe Burrow, lifetime 1-9 first 2 weeks of the season. Myles Garrett had 2 sacks of Burrow. Cleveland said it was going to be 1-10, but it was Cincinnati's defense. Jordan Battle with the pick of the deflection of a Joe Flacco pass.
Wow.
I've got to do it. Daniel Jones for the Colts. He's Indiana Jones to Michael.
Indiana Jones. That's great.
Number 2 overall pick for Jacksonville. Caught 6, made a tackle. But they lead the league in Hunters. Hunter Long with a touchdown to Jags.
Jaguars just blew them out.
Shovel pass to James Conner. Not a lot of shoveling in Arizona. Cards win in New Orleans. Booger 9. NFL prime time. Rock and roll on Sunday night on ESPN Plus. Live 7:30. Then Monday through Wednesday, whenever you want it. Scotty?
Well, thank you. What a great scene here at halftime at Soldier Field. Coming out of the locker room, it'll be the Bears who have the ball. They have a 4-point lead. We'll see it for SportsCenter after Monday Night Football.
Thank you for watching the All-State Halftime.
These days, you've got 2 choices: buying a new car or making the one you've got run like new. That's why we have thousands of ASE certified technicians that help you get more out of your car. Firestone Complete Auto Care.
Tonight,
I'm leaving Boston to move to Aruba because I fell in love on a pirate ship.
What?
I'm about to change my whole life because Matthew's the connection I've been waiting for.
People think that moving abroad, all of your problems disappear. No, they don't.
I invested 12 years, and if it doesn't work out, I will come back and be in love.
What is this dumb show?
what am I getting into? 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, premieres tonight at 8 on TLC.
Yeah, no. Nope. Not going to happen.
Past and present, exposed.
All right, 10-1. I'm putting all of Preston's games in. 10-3. 10-3, really?
History's monsters and today's global threats.
Evil doesn't just happen.
10-3 and 10-4. He's got double headers? Wow.
Hosts Bill O'Reilly, Confronting Evil, Wednesday, 10/9 Central, only on News Nation.
These days, you've got 2 choices: buying a new car or making the one you've got run like new. That's why we have thousands of ASE certified technicians that help you get more out of your car.
10-3, 10-4, 10-6.
We can't get enough of the WNBA. A fresh draft class at the Dallas Swings selects
Almost done to halftime, everybody.
new talent. The Valkyries take flight in the Bay. We've got more stars and more heat than ever. Late Fever Tuesday on ESPN.
10-15.
Back when all these great roads were built, some turned out straight as an arrow, others long and winding. Loaded up on switchbacks.
Preston's got a game at 6 p.m.
Taking views, it's almost as if everyone knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and X7. Proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. Hurry in for exceptional offers today.
Okay. Fantastic Chronicles. Hello, Tony. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you stopping in tonight. While on lunch. Dude, you're always working, brother. Good to see you. 10:15, 10:22.
Everyone's experience.
That's a Wednesday afternoon.
Buy yours now at Save with low 4.75% APR financing. Toyota. Let's go places.
Pick up. Joe, pick up the phone.
What is this? Oh, God. I don't need to see that.
Connection saves.
Glad you guys are here. Halftime just about over. We're getting ready to get into the second half.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience.
10:27.
Any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the
It's the 31st.
is prohibited.
Fall World Series. Wonder where that's at.
NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. Watch every game, every Sunday. All
Maryland.
Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target.
Baseball.
What a fun night and a great way to cap week one. Barcade is down. They forced the 3 and out. What a throw. Really was. Williams looking for the end zone. He is in the touchdown. Get everything you need to win game day. That's Target. As we welcome you back to watching NFL Kickoff, presented by YouTube TV. Great scene.
It's all prep baseball.
Joe Buck along with Troy Aikman. Coaching makes a difference. And to me, Caleb Williams looks poised, settled, and a lot different than he did last year.
There's no question that Ben Johnson has been able to settle him down, get him knowing where he wants him going with the football. And remember, in this first half, I mean, neither quarterback got much help.
All right, let's rock and roll here, everybody.
The Chicago Bears, he was having to do it himself with his left.
Kickoff coming. Bears are getting it. Boom, it's off.
Here to start the second half of the football again.
Coming out at the 10, 15, 20. Tackled at the 23. They'll start at the 23.
Start this second half. What's most important for Caleb Williams right now?
He just needs to keep getting completions. He's doing a great job taking what's there, and he's extending some plays. And so keep on doing what he's doing.
What can you say about your defense and the way they've handled Jay?
They're outstanding right now. We gave up a little pass interference there that hurt us, and we gave up that big one at the back end. But other than that, they're playing a great game.
All right, thanks, then.
Thank you.
Joe.
All right, Laura, thanks.
Laura Rutledge does a good job. There's only a few of them sideline people that I like. Under center, single back set, tight end in motion. Look at the throw. Throws it away. Second down.
Ben Johnson was a walk-on quarterback at North Carolina, 04 to 06. Played high school football in Asheville, North Carolina. Won a state championship there. Idolized Joe Montana. His father was a high school football coach.
Second down and 10. Second and 10.
It would be a negative to say somebody's wound tight. This isn't meant to be at all. I think he is kind of a no, actually, there's nothing extra in there. If he doesn't like the way you're playing, or if he wants to not hear the end of your question, he's going to let you know. Second down and 10.
Play action. Got time. Incomplete. Third down. He looks out of sorts to start the second half.
Well, doesn't matter if it's football or any other sport or any other business. I think the leaders have to bring the urgency. And there's no question that Ben Johnson has brought urgency to Chicago in the way that he has handled his football team and the expectations.
They got to get some more offense going, though. Same with Minnesota.
I really believe you see his frustration there. I think
shotgun, looking to throw.
Opportunity to get the ball to the rookie Colston.
Incomplete again. 4th and 10. They come out and go 3 and out.
Throw behind Zacchaeus. Pressure on Caleb Williams, who ends up on the ground.
Go, Minnie. Welcome in.
It's 4th down and a punt upcoming from Torrey Taylor.
Now, this is the pressure on this last play to Deshae Bernard. He pushes the left tackle right back into his lap. And, yeah, he's feeling the pressure and then not getting the ball out.
Yeah, I know, Ross. You got to hope for something, though.
I still think, even though I think when Caleb goes back and watches this film, he's going to see some things that he wishes he had thrown. But overall, I think he's handled everything really well against an unpredictable defense.
All right, here's the return. Taking it to 30, out to the 35, 40, coming out to midfield. Minnesota's going to start in Chicago territory to start this run.
After 21-yard return by the rookie Miles Price. And with
nice return by Miles Price.
One of the best receiver in the game is going to have to show a little patience, because I'm sure Justin Jefferson could get frustrated here tonight. That is no question that when you're an all-pro receiver like he is.
Justin Jefferson. He ain't going to get a lot of balls this year. And he's got too much jewelry on his neck.
Two of the top corners out of this ball game for Chicago for them not taking.
Play action. Look at the throw. Knocked down. Flag comes in after the play. Is it roughing?
McCarthy was hit as he let it go, and then a flag came in when McCarthy got knocked to the ground.
Looks like it's going to be roughing the passer. 15 yards, automatic first down.
They run a game, and they got Odengbo coming right up the middle, and you see there's the launch, and it's just to the head and neck area with the shoulder. He's trying to take the head out of it, but when you come in and you see the end of this with the shoulder to the head, it was a pretty...
I don't know about that. This is still football. Let him play some football. I don't know about that.
Sweat was involved as well. Bears fans don't agree with the call. Well, that 15-yarder gets the ball.
Under center, single back set. Handoff. Jones, nothing. Boy, there's some chirping going on. You can hear it down there.
He has one catch. And we'll see who's been playing across from him. Deshaun Wright, Tyreek Stevenson, and Nick McLeod. Well, they'll try to make up for the absence of Jalen Jackson, their best corner.
You hold Justin Jefferson to one catch and 4 yards.
Handoff around the outside. Jones, nowhere to go. Maybe 2 yards if he's lucky.
Brisker makes a stop. The other guy we touched on at the beginning of the game is not here. One of the best.
That's the deal. You got to wear big chains, I guess.
So they're thin back there, but they're holding up pretty well. They're
Third down. 8 yards to go for the Vikings. They're in field goal range now.
Is this defensive front? And that was a big question mark coming into this game. How would they fare? And they've gotten to J.J. McCarthy. So this revamped offensive line for...
Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line.
Play clock is at 1. They just got it away.
Throws it. Picked off. Pick 6. It's going to the house. Touchdown, Chicago Bears.
Clap your hands.
Pick 6. Pick 6.
4th year in the league.
Putting Carson Wentz.
Last year, and that pass was telegraphed, and Wright took care of the rest.
They brought the pressure. Dennis Allen pulled it up.
Extra point is good.
Gets his first career pick 6 and then went 74 yards for the touchdown. What a moment.
Wow.
Pro from Oregon State, former Viking, playing in place of Jim.
And he's a former Viking.
He's loving every second of it. Bears by 11.
Bears up 11 here in the third.
What I have uncovered is insane.
That is nuts.
I don't know how it all connects, but until I do, I'll bluff.
That's something.
Oh, I'm sniffing at the right hole. And it stinks. FX is the lowdown.
Don't die. Don't get killed.
Premieres September 23rd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Vikings getting the ball when we get back. They're going to be down and chasing.
Carne asada is back at Chipotle. It's our most tender steak, expertly grilled throughout the day, expertly seasoned with garlic, cumin, and coriander, expertly crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle. Nobody.
Carne asada.
What do we choose? Oh, I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What did the Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one?
Now this is legit.
That's crazy if your phone can do that. New Samsung stuff. Crazy.
Miller Lite has been there. You've had them. You probably got a story, but tell it. Legendary stories start with a light.
Let's see what we can get going here.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
Ain't nobody going through a car wash for their phone like that.
Well, the first-year starter, J.J. McCarthy, who sat out all of last year with a torn meniscus in his right knee, just watched Deshaun Wright go the other way, 74 yards, basically a 10-point swing as the Vikings were in field goal range.
That's a huge swing right there, yeah.
Dennis Allen called the blitz all night long. Deshaun Wright, who was on the practice squad for Minnesota last year, working against Justin Jefferson. He's expecting the ball out, knowing they can't protect. He sits on it, and he makes a house call. This is the guy last year.
That was a heck of a run for a house call, too.
For Minnesota, just making his 4th career start in the NFL. But remind yourself, the play
All right, here's the kick.
was going down to 1 second. And so the rushers were
Vikings out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, over to the 27. Going to start there, 1st and 10. Going to mark him at the 28.
Return of 24 yards, and now McCarthy after the pick 6 has to go right back to work, and it's time to get going.
Well, we saw to start this game that
McCarthy right back in it here.
The first 25 plays.
Yeah, that was crazy, Rob. Made a heck of a play on it.
He's trying to check protection, trying to get to the right play, whatever it might be, but it's been a reoccurring problem throughout the
Was it a Luchador now?
that Deshaun Wright took to the house.
There's a toss to Mason.
Toss to Mason. He goes about a yard or about 3. 2nd down and 7. Mason, the running back now. Jordan Mason.
It's a game over the first 7. You talked about them adding him, then they added a 2-year contract next to his name, and he's been the better of the 2 backs tonight. Well, he has. They haven't gotten quite enough.
He's been quicker and faster tonight.
Talking with Kevin O'Connell, the biggest point of emphasis for J.J. McCarthy was how he handled the pre-snap mechanics of this offense.
Shotgun play action. About to get hit. Goes down. He's down. Another sack for the Bears.
Who just came up from the practice squad for this game and a loss of 7. He's getting in the action now. The time with Kansas City.
It's a nice sack.
Right up the top here.
Working off of a spin move. Come back and get him.
Start because of all-world Christian Darrisaw unable to go. And he gives up the.
I agree with you, Greg. I'm an advocate for that. Or play less preseason games and more regular games. 3rd down and 13.
For J.J. McCarthy right now. Normally they slow down. They're getting back.
We got whistles and a delay of game, I believe. Delay of game offense.
There's a lot on quarterback within this offense, really both of these offenses, and just trying to get to the line of scrimmage. Sometimes you've always got your eyes on the play clock. He certainly understands, and he hasn't been fooled by that. But and when you're rushed, you're already rushed as a young quarterback, making his first NFL start. But when you're
3rd down and 18 here. 3rd and 18.
You're just so worried about the snap, and obviously
They're pinning their hairs back and coming right after him. They're going to get him again. It's the running back they got in the backfield for a loss. 4th down and 20. They hit the running back in the backfield. Loss of 2.
So we've talked a lot about Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson and what they've done on the offensive side of the ball. And again, we all know that McCarthy is making his first NFL start. But this defense and what Dennis Allen has brought here tonight.
They're bringing it. Bears are bringing it.
Against an excellent group. Pretty impressive. The punt by right. Duvernay from the 30.
Duvernay's got it. He's out of bounds somewhere around the 30. Bears ball here.
Flag is down on that punt. 24th season and as an NFL coach. He's been a head coach with the Raiders. And, of course, most recently with the Saints. And his group is flying around tonight. They really are. And he's played it pretty.
Holding on the Bears.
10-yard penalty at the end of the kick. First down, Chicago. Timeout.
First down, Chicago in a minute.
The one blitz when he got the interception and turned for a touchdown. So those guys up front are playing some good football. Came in talking about the 2 quarterbacks who made.
Bears are coming in with a ton of energy tonight.
This right here, ESPN Bet. This is the sports book that gives fans the tools they need, like stats at your fingertips while you bet. Just to think the line up that perfect parlay. One expert picks.
Glad you guys are here today. Thank you for being here. A little bit of a lopsided game. More one-sided on the offense. Minnesota's struggling with the new quarterback. But we're having some fun. Glad you're here. Got to go through all the commercials here. Wow, that steak looks good.
Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff.
Who do you think you are? Mr. Big Stuff.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head.
Why do I need to see a half-naked guy in a bathroom here?
Fights off the microbes.
Some of these commercials, I shake my head.
Microbes aren't everyone's scalp and can cause irritation. But when you use Head and Shoulders every wash,
Keeps these rascals at bay. They help prevent dandruff before it starts. Take your goal.
Why do I have 2 different channels here?
Links down here.
It looks great.
Had a little help. Make every wash count.
With bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo traps. Zevo works 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill 99.9% of bugs trapped for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
Get rid of bugs as soon as you see them with Zevo sprays. Zevo uses essential oils to eliminate up to 20 household insects. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets. Anywhere, gotcha. Anytime. Zevo. People friendly, bug deadly.
Here in Chicago at halftime, they honored the Super Bowl 20 champions, 1985. Jim McMahon got a huge roar here tonight. Mike Singletary. I mean, you go on down the list. Team that.
Wow.
Richard Dent. Hampton, not to get the Lombardi Trophy.
All right, here we go. Pitch. Swift. Short run. He's back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Jack, welcome in.
Baseball, when a team's really good and they can pound the ball, you say, well, they're not the 27 Yankees. Right. And in the NFL, everybody goes, well, they're not the 85 Bears. No. But this defense tonight would
85. Yeah, rest in peace, Mongo McMichael. Used to love that guy.
Against the Vikings defensively. They definitely made a good showing for sure on a night when we were honoring
Under center, single back set.
What a group that was. I was fortunate not to be drafted until 1980.
Play action. Look at the throw. Down the sideline. Got Moore. Big catch. Moore for a gain of 22 yards.
22 yards. Well, this is exactly what Ben Johnson wants to see. The play action and then the pass to the outside.
If they can get the ball out and get it to Moore, that's a great receiver. That's a 100-yard receiver every game. They get it out to him. I don't know what he's got right now. He's probably got like 60 yards now. They haven't even thrown to him.
This is what Ben Johnson watched for the last 3 years in Detroit with Jared Goff when he was calling the play. Just able to get it away with pressure in his face and deliver a strike. Play action.
Play action. Nothing. They lost yards on that. 2nd and 13. Play action. Trying to do a wide receiver screen.
Doing offensively, this defense, which was a year ago in the NFL, has got to try to take matters into their own hands. Yeah, and it's not foreign as far as the style. You know, if you say, well, now
2nd and 13, approaching 8 minutes.
Brian Flores, he has no issue with that, but it's just a little different. That ball scene looks a little different when you're trailing by 11 points as opposed to playing with a lead like there were so many times.
Look at the throw underneath, incomplete. That was bad. Looking for Zacchaeus. That was just bad.
Was right there again.
Plus, he had coverage right on top of him. He wasn't going anywhere if he caught it.
5-man rush by this Minnesota defense and Andrew Van Ginkel. I mean, this guy, you talk about versatile athletes that can do just about anything. He was such a key guy last year, having played for Brian Flores in Miami, and no one had to use him. I mean, he lines up everywhere. He'll line up at slot. He'll be edge rusher, off the ball, linebacker. He does it all. Vikings need a stop on 3rd down and 13.
3rd down and 13.
With protection. Loveland, the rookie, and Metellus.
He got a couple, but not much. 4th and 9 coming up. They're going to have to punt.
In this ball game, it's the defense that's got to get it done, and they just did. Yeah, no, they needed to.
Nice defensive stand. They needed that bad.
Colston Loveland, who just caught that ball, he's got 2 catches on the night. He was their 1st-round draft pick, and Ben Johnson likes the 2 tight end personnel. And Colston Loveland, he's going to get plenty of opportunities. Had a nice career at Michigan, and he's going to be a good player. Taylor. His NFL debut, 18-yard return after a 51-yard punt. As we check in with Timothy O'Toole's pub here in
Wow, look at this pub. Food looks good. Food looks good.
2, please. Make that 3 with me.
Timothy O'Toole's. I've
Yes. Face it, son. Russ Holiday's athletic career is over.
The first call I got that I was going to be on television.
Shouldn't be muted. Am I muted? Doesn't say that I am.
Where you from? West Virginia.
Everything I'm showing says we're good. Are we still? Let me look over here.
Week 2 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
Downtown Chicago.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
This fan base is starved for a winner. They're seeing some good things tonight, not just from their young quarterback, Caleb Williams, the head coaching debut of Ben Johnson for the defense. 8 possessions for the Vikings, only 5 first downs for Minnesota, and 77 total yards. But it's only an 11-point game.
11-point game here. McCarthy under set.
From the 23, play action.
Incomplete.
A sliding catch.
They're calling that a catch?
Ball came out, but he was down. That's the call right now.
Now they're going to fly. Rule is a catch and down by contact.
Came together. I think it's worth talking about how Kevin O'Connell, here's the catch. And his knee is down, ball comes out. And a challenge flag, first throw.
Challenge flag by the Bears. First time we've seen that.
See much there. Do you, Russell Yerk? No, I don't see anything. He controlled the ball. He completed the process of the catch. The knee was down, and he was contacted by a defender, so he's down by contact before he gets up and the ball comes out. I think this challenge is successful.
Chicago's challenging the ruling on the field, receiver being down by contact.
Punched out by Noah Sewell. The knee's clearly down.
Question is he touched?
The challenge.
Is the ball part of the body if the defender touches the ball? That's my question.
Which means make it a meal and save extra value.
Is the ball part of the body? So when you punch the ball out, Magical Mike, welcome in. How are you doing, sir? Hey.
New Balance, we got now.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How? FluMist. It's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
You do what at home?
Oh boy. I wish they would stay there and like run through the play and stuff during a challenge. That would be a lot better. Good night, Jen. Thank you for being here. Our best to Lily, and please let Ken out of the closet. Don't leave him locked in there all night.
Don't get FluMist.
Please don't leave him locked in there all night.
Eggs or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions.
Balaban, welcome in. Hope you're doing well.
All the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur. So I can order FluMist online. Yeah, just go get your phone. Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
In Greater Baltimore, there are 2 great choices for luxury automobiles, Lexus of Townsend and Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills. Both offer a superb new and pre-owned Lexus selection.
What? He might be locked in a closet after earlier comments. There's a good possibility.
Financing, special lease offers, and incentives to make the Lexus you want truly affordable from your Baltimore area Lexus dealers.
You know, got to be careful there.
And Lexus of Towson.
In replay, the call stands, and Russell Yerk, our rules analyst. Russell, it doesn't matter that Sewell came in and just punched the ball.
Correct.
The punching of the ball is a football play, and that's entirely legal. Even if he incidentally contacts the body, that's not a foul. So the
Okay. All right, it's down. It is Vikings ball. Face the handoff, go to throw, play action, dumps it to the right screen. Jones on the running back screen gets about 7, 8. 3rd and 2 coming up.
With a good piece of work to make the tackle, gain of 6. Noah Stool, who's made the start for the injured T.J. Edwards, comes up and makes a nice play. And right now, Kevin O'Connell, that call sheet for him isn't looking too big. And trying to figure out, they want to get this defense off of him and get the ball down the field, but they haven't been able to protect when they've tried that. And
Jen just let you out. You learned your lesson. Okay, good. Shotgun, call it for the ball. 3rd down and 2. Looks underneath. Lets it go. 1st down.
And the ball came out when
Thielen. Oh, he dropped it on the way down.
No argument from Thielen. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down. Wow, Thielen dropped it.
It was there, and Thielen couldn't secure it. Yeah, it sure was. And this is not typical of Adam Thielen, but a big moment in the game. But a good play in turning it loose with Tyreek Stevenson. So he's able to rip it out, and what would have been their first 3rd down conversion of the night.
Here comes the punt.
Should have there. Line drive punt.
Line drive punt. Down at the 23, 24. 1st and 10. Here comes the Bears. 5:46 left in the 3rd.
Wisconsin against number 19 Alabama at 3:30. Number 6 Georgia takes on number 15 Tennessee, and at 7:30 Florida against number 3 LSU. Each game is also available on the all-new ESPN app. Adam Thielen, who is number 3 on the all-time list for the Vikings.
All right, here we go. 1st down and 10. Chicago. Handoff. Swift. Gain of about 9. 2nd and 1. That's a nice run.
And gets 9. Yeah, that was a lot of DeAndre Swift there. And this offensive front getting a little movement. I mean, contact right there, but he just keeps on moving his legs. And DeAndre Swift's in a little bit of a proven year this year after having somewhat of a disappointing season last year. When he's had good offensive lines, he's been good. And last year he didn't, and he wasn't so good. And this
2nd and 1. Play action. Going to his running back, gets it off to him. And I think he got it. It's going to be a 1st down. They didn't play today, Balaban. They didn't play today. This is the only game today.
In this 3rd quarter, and it is a 1st down for Chicago. These two head coaches approached preseason football differently. Ben Johnson played his starters, played Caleb Williams. Kevin O'Connell did not really play J.J. McCarthy much at all, and I think that's showing up here in this game. Just 12 snaps.
1st down and 10.
In the first preseason game.
Pitch straight up the middle.
There's Swift on a toss.
On the toss, minimal gain.
Here's a look at Caleb Williams and what he's been able to do as far as getting the ball out, which has been preached to him ever since Ben Johnson became the head coach, that they were not going to sit back there and take 68 sacks, 3rd most in NFL history again this year, and help out the offensive line. And he's done a good job of it. And as we've moved into this 2nd half, he's gotten more and more comfortable. You can see by the way he's carrying himself.
Play action, rolls back, go to throw, looking, run for his life. Williams going to get the 1st down and more across midfield. Nice run. I don't know when they play again, Balaban. You have to look on the New York Giants schedule. I'm sorry, I don't follow them.
Getting it to the right guys. Then when it's not there and you get pressure, there's just not a lot of players that can throw the ball from the pocket and still present that element like Caleb Williams.
Very nice run by Williams.
Down on a knee. Don't know if he's injured or tired.
Well, you hope he's just tired because that's a guy who's a key call.
Cashman for the Vikings down on one knee right now.
Here, along with Ivan Pace, and when Cashman's not on the field, this is a different defense.
We've got Van Ginkel, Pace, Cashman, and Grenard. It's about as good as it gets along that linebacker level. Here's Cashman chasing him to the sideline and still down on a knee. And as Troy said, you have to hope he's okay.
They lost the game, Mike. They lost the game. That's just what it is.
Caleb Williams, and you see it in training camp, and especially in the early part of the year.
He's pulling up, hurt.
Cashman,
hopefully they'll turn things around next week. Let's hope. Thank you, Jeannie, for getting that for Balaban.
Eric Wilson takes Cashman's spot.
Handoff. Swift. Taylor gets 2 yards.
Cashman was trying to go into the tent, but their center, Ryan Kelly, is already in there. So
this team last year, Joe, they were one of the healthiest teams in the NFL.
So many blessing us with a membership for Jeffrey Howard. Thank you, Roberta, for blessing the channel, myself, Preston, and the community by rewarding Jeffrey Howard. Thank you so much. Handoff, Swift, nice big run. Gain of 10, he's inside the 35. 1st and 10 Bears. Brian Tucker, welcome to the channel. Brian, is this your first time here? No, Mike, they fumbled. They fumbled and gave the ball back to Buffalo in decent territory. And quarterback's a good quarterback. He made the plays. That's simple. You don't fumble, you win the game. That's all it comes down to. Simple holding on to the ball. Turnovers lose games. Proved it right there. False start, got him off. Got him off the number. It stunk to see that fumble. As soon as they fumbled, I knew it was over. 5 yards on the defense. 1st down and 5 now.
We've seen him use his cadence a few times tonight effectively.
High five for the Bears winning for Brian Tucker. There you go.
Meanwhile, they had that extra offensive lineman, Theo Benedette, who's come in all night in motion.
Yeah, big part of what they did in Detroit. They ran 6 offensive linemen more than any other team and carried over to Chicago.
Handoff. Swift. 1st down. Clearwater, Florida. Welcome in, Brian. If you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe. Come back anytime, my man. Come back anytime.
And he's been hearing that long enough, and that's as good finishing a run as you could look at.
They've been asking.
Could not watch due to stream. Oh, there you go, Mike. Yeah, not that. Yeah, it was the fumble in the 4th quarter that cost us the game. Dumps it underneath. Swift's got it underneath. Down to the 10, but we got a flag on the play. Probably going to be holding.
Flag is in the area where you expect a hold.
Yeah, it's going to be holding.
Holding, number 58 offense. 10-yard penalty. 3 plays, 1st out.
Starting right tackle, Darnell Wright. Talk about the interior of the offensive line for the Bears. Braxton Jones making his 41st career start at left tackle.
Gotcha.
There is a hold.
Because of your stream. Gotcha.
Yeah, it didn't look like much, quite honestly, to me.
I agree with you. I don't see anything there that would justify a hold.
2nd down and 20. 2nd and 20. Throw the ball to Moore in the end zone.
the rookie. Williams over the middle.
Incomplete. Looking for Komet. He threw it too high. Every pass by him over the middle has been too high today.
Williams, and it was high and a bit wide. 2nd and 20. Yeah, and he's missed a couple of these. You can see Komet right here. He's going to come in. He wants to kind of settle it down because they're in zone, and the ball just gets away from Caleb Williams enough. You see how much area there was to complete that pass. And those are tough. You saw the expression on Caleb Williams' face after the miss. Those are hard when you don't take some of the layups that are gimmies. 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20, running for his life. Williams still up.
Ball just comes out.
And it's going to be a fumble, I think.
Goes out of bounds. Let's see what the call is here. Pressure by Eric Wilson, who took over for Blake Cashman.
I think they ruled it incomplete. At least that's what the umpire did, or excuse me, the referee. And I think that's the right.
Anybody a Joe Buck fan? I don't mind Joe Buck. I deal with him. There's a lot of people that don't like him. What's the flag?
He was not touched. It's intentional. Number 18 offense.
Wow, they're calling intentional grounding. Which one, Mike? I have like 6 teams. I have 6 different leagues I'm in. So off the top of my head, I don't know.
It goes down as intentional grounding because the ball didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they've gotten in position to add to their lead. They've been going the wrong direction ever since.
That knocked Chicago for the moment out of field.
I'd have to go back and look. I got a couple of them we did half decent, a couple of them were average. Throws it underneath.
Gets that chunk of yardage as the 3rd quarter comes to a close.
Is that 4th down, though?
Bears back in field goal range. Having fun tonight. Matched up against
Buck is better than Collinsworth. What's up, SK Allen? Welcome in.
Watching NFL Kickoff presented by YouTube TV.
Canva. 100 new projects. Owner.
Rated mature.
100 new. Share. Download.
I'm leaving Boston to move to Aruba because I fell in love.
This looks like a really dumb show.
I'm about to change my whole life because Matthew's a connection I've been waiting for.
People saying that moving
I can't. Fox does some stupid shows. ABC is now doing some stupid shows. If you're brand new, hit that subscribe tonight. Come back with us all the time. We are keeping busy over here. Streaming pretty much every day. Hey, also tomorrow night, for all of our friends of the channel who have been around here a long time, tomorrow night on the Zippity Doo Doug channel at 7 p.m., 7 p.m. start time, it's another episode of the show that everybody loves. It's Shade Room Runway. If Jeff Connon is still listening to us, Jeff, there's a Shade Room Runway tomorrow. There's a Shade Room Runway tomorrow. I don't know what they're talking about yet because I haven't gone over the thumbnail. I heard about it. But it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Can somebody grab the link for that and drop it in? Zippity Doo Doug. And as he tells me, his people will be there that know all about how to dress properly. I think Doug's doing pretty good to it. They'll talk about Uge Gobati. That's the best person out there doing it. So tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Uge Gobati.
Santos back into field goal range.
Doug will be there.
While this feels like a 4+ score game.
Oh, there we go. Monterey Molly's in the house. It's the MTV Music Video Awards. Nice. That were last night. Well, there you go. That'll be fun. LL Cool J will be there. Everybody say hello to Monorail Molly and go check out the show. Field goal's up, but it's no good. Wide right. Minnesota's getting the ball. Missed it by that much.
Wide to the right. And this remains an 11-point game. Those are tough. You get down here, an opportunity to come away with some points and extend the lead, and then just not to take advantage of it and continue to keep Minnesota in this ball game. And now they're set up.
Next Wednesday night, Shane Rue One Way will be reviewing the Emmys. Sweet. 2 Shade Room runways 2 weeks in a row. I'll be watching. Will you? I hope you will be.
McCarthy rubbing his hands together, saying, let's go to work. He's got to. Throw for just 50.
I don't do Canadian football, Balaban. I only do the NFL. Shank right, Brian Tucker says. Handoff up the middle. Short run. Mason. He got about 5 yards. Got a little bit extra on the scrum.
George Mason, a gain of 7. So we check in with Lisa.
Shade Room Runway, 7 p.m.
Center Ryan Kelly is back in the game.
Doug usually broadcasts those in Speedos.
He's good to go, but linebacker.
That way he's connected with all of the dress and attire.
That is hit the Bears hard, and now
Under center, single back set, 2nd and 3. Handoff, Mason, first down and more. Inside the 45, 40, 35. Tackled there. That's the biggest run of the night.
Fire brings him down, but just like that,
a lot of time left in this 4th quarter. Don't sit on your laurels, Bears. Covered in cheese ball dust. Yes, it's Speedo covered in cheese ball dust. Thank you, Jeannie, for pulling that. I appreciate you.
A really nice job with the field position that they had to start this drive. They have got to capitalize. Obviously, they're already in field goal range, but they've got to come away with a touchdown.
Handoff, fakes it, play action. McCarthy throws. Caught. Jefferson finally catches a ball. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The Heinz red zone. Inside the Heinz red zone. 1st down and 10 at the 18.
Tyreek Stevenson trying to keep up with them and just lay it out there, which is what he's able to do for the easy completion. Second catch of the game for Jefferson. Well, it did take long for them to get down here.
1st down and 10 at the 18. Nice, Brian Tucker. Handoff.
Nice lane.
Are you saying that because you're really going to do that? Or are you saying that because you're a Vikings fan and you couldn't take it? Which way? I don't know you, so I don't know how to take it. But I'm glad you're here and being part of our chat. 2nd down and 5. 2nd and 5.
If he can't move the pile and make something happen, and George Mason's been able to do that on this drive.
There's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Rolls, throws, knocked it down. Dexter knocked it down again. Montez Sweat.
We see his name for the first time already. And Montez Sweat likely saved the touchdown because he's got an opportunity to the corner right here. You see a receiver coming into the picture. And
no, you won't.
They had him. Looked like Jalen Naylor, number 1, is going to be the guy who comes down, and he was open. And he's got a chance, but Montez Sweat.
Shotgun formation, crowd making some noise. 3rd and 5. Gets hit, gets it off. Caught, touchdown. Jefferson.
Clap your hands!
The Vikings.
Well, that'll make Jefferson happy. Vikings are going to go for 2.
You're going to see
two receivers kind of in the same area, about 5-yard separation with Justin Jefferson trailing Naylor. That's not good separation between those. It's tough for a quarterback being able to see where to go.
Shotgun formation, trips to the right for this 2-point play.
Good opportunity. And now the Vikings going for 2.
They should have rolled him out. They're not going to roll him out. They're keeping him in the pocket.
Going for 2. They make it a 3-point.
They say going to go good. Shotgun going to throw. Pressure coming. Holding. And he's going to go down. Oh, he got killed when he went down. Oh, my God. He got split in half like a bucket of cheese. Holy heck.
He's had a nice night.
It's going to be holding Vikings. It ain't going to matter, I think. Could be wrong. Rob Fuzz, welcome in.
Illegal use of hands in the face, number 55.
Oh.
Half the distance to the goal. Retry.
Half the distance to the goal. Hands to the face. Yep, that is hands to the face. Wow. Gaio Odengbo, hands to the face.
Push there with the right hand, Russell. Your guys work out the flag. It is, but it looks like it's still below the face, but I understand why he called it.
Wow.
I was wondering why he called it.
2-point attempt from the half-yard line. Everybody say hello to Rob Fuzz. That's a community Hall of Famer.
Question mark as far as what was his impact going to be. They hoped he would bring something, but he has been all over this field. But a costly penalty.
Under center. Just run it in. They're going to throw again. What? Hits the tight end. Stopped. He didn't get in. Jonathan Owens for the Bears stops him. Wow.
The 13-yard touchdown to Justin Jefferson, which was the Vikings' first.
Balabon, you can look at all my upcoming streams and it'll have all the games that I'm doing in there, bud. Look at the upcoming streams. I've got too many streams that I do. It's hard for me to remember who I'm doing and who I'm not. I just kind of show up every day when I have the stream and do them. Check in there, buddy. Upcoming streams. 17-12 on this game with 12-13 left on this Monday. So grateful to all the moderators who were here helping me today. Thank you. Thank you. We have a focus on team moderating, and I truly believe it's working, and grateful because we're trying to give the viewers of our streams one of the best experiences there is with information, data, stats, everything that can make your experience here better. And I couldn't do what I do without the support of moderators. Go check us out Wednesday night. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, re-mention it now. If you're a fan of our Disney Insomniacs late night shows this coming Wednesday, we got some surprises for you. We got a whole new look, just like when Johnny Carson would change around the set and give you something a little different, a little new, a little bit more exciting. We're going to do that on Wednesday night. Hope you'll join us. Check out what we're doing. I'm very proud of it here on the channel as we continue to try to bring you top of the line entertainment. Wish I could give you more on this one, but hey, Minnesota coming back gives you a little bit of energy to come back to. A theme park giant can relax a little bit wherever he is and not be stuffing Cheetos into his mouth on a nervous twitch. I had some Cheetos this afternoon. Don't tell Doug. It was very good. I have a whole container of them over there. It's my new little thing that I've gotten hooked on lately. I used to love those as a kid. I used to love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with pretzels on them. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the pretzel on them. I used to love those when I was a kid too. Might have one of them someday soon here. I've been going crazy on tomato sandwiches lately. I've been eating tomatoes like they're going out of style while we've got them fresh here.
Well, this game has an entirely different feel to it.
12 minutes on the clock and a little bit of change.
Justin Jefferson gets the touchdown.
White cheddar, really? I don't know that I've eaten white cheddar that much, Jeannie, but if I get them, I'll try them. Yeah, don't tell anybody, Mike.
Because they got the running game going. Yeah, that's why it looked better. They were able to take some of the.
I was eating the hard Cheetos. I didn't like the soft, puffy ones. I wanted it hard.
In that drive, and then of course the throw there to Justin Jefferson.
Here's the kickoff. Boom!
By Jonathan Owens. They're on Josh Oliver to keep him.
Bringing it out 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh! He got hog-tied right there and whipped to the ground. Honey and pretzels. That sounds interesting. He got hog-tied to the ground at the 25. Peanut butter and apples. Yeah, I know a lot of people that like that.
Josh Oliver is going to come across the field, and he's in man coverage, and he recognizes it. But it's one thing to recognize it, then you got to make the tackle against a big guy in the open field. And to see so many times a receiver get that and still be able to break a tackle and cross the goal line, that's a great play on his part, and a big difference right now in this game.
Next gen stats.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
27 yards to make that tackle. And they open
Shotgun formation.
First down from the 25.
Here comes the rush. He's going to get swallowed up and sacked all the way back at the 15. Wow.
And what a big play is this defense for Brian Flores.
All of a sudden, Minnesota's coming to play. You're going to leave them in this and you're going to take it at the end, I'm telling you.
And he brings up Van Ginkel, and he doesn't rush. And then you've got 3-on-2, but yet Hargrave's able to split the difference.
Wow.
And he just gets right in the face of Caleb Williams.
That's a loss of 8.
First down, run, nothing. Loss of 1. They're moving backwards. It's 3rd and 19.
That's been having fun all night.
Now they're booing him.
3rd and 19. Yeah, they're applying.
3rd and 19.
You're watching this, seeing exactly what Ben Johnson going to do offensively to try to get the ball in their hands and see if they can't go down the field. And unfortunately for them, Minnesota's had answer.
Back-to-back tackles for a loss. Now 3rd and 19.
3rd and 19. Got a quick out, incomplete. Almost intercepted. Oh, my word. Minnesota's getting the ball back on a 3-and-out. And the clock stopped. That was almost a pick 6.
He just recognizes it immediately.
That was almost a pick 6.
He sees Caleb Williams go. He knows exactly where Odunze was going on the throw. And we've seen him make some pretty wild interceptions over his career. And not that he had a chance to catch that, but just to get his hand on it was pretty impressive.
He had 2 pick 6s last year. Line drop punt. Miles Price. He's been good.
Price.
Vikings have
over the 45.
That's a 23-yard return.
23-yard return.
Number 4 just put his team inside Chicago.
Wow.
Jefferson. McCarthy.
10 minutes, and they got the ball back.
You're watching NFL Kickoff presented by YouTube TV.
Now we got to see what's going to happen here.
Celebrities, we listen to you. Your next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp.
You can't.
The bacon. And it's
can't leave a team around.
Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
You leave a team around, they're going to get you.
Just look at that world famous chicken lineup.
All right, I got to fix my thing here for a second.
Afraid of missing out on that golden crispy fried chicken.
There we go.
Chicken tenders.
That's a little bit better.
Chesapeake sauce. And don't forget
that is a little bit better.
Fries.
Actually, I'm going to have some water.
I'm no cowboy, but I'll say it anyway.
Everybody thinks the screen works.
World famous chicken. Only at Royal Farms.
What are you doing? Playing a Raven scratch off from the Maryland lottery. I can win huge cash prizes instantly.
Everybody thinks the screen always works, and it 2 out of 10 maybe, I think. That was almost picked off for an interception. I mean, that was close.
Keep the game going with Raven scratch offs from the Maryland lottery.
Play today. You could win up to 200 grand instantly, or other.
You could win 200 grand instantly. Wow.
Toyota Tundra. Good for the day and the day off. Dare to venture farther in a Tundra.
We're going to check something here.
0.75% APR financing. Toyota. Let's go places.
Lee Cashman injured, but still trying to fire up the troops for Minnesota. That defense has come alive. And his replacement, Eric Wilson, has been all over the place since Cashman.
All right, here we go. Most teams rush like fools. If you catch them at blitz, you can pay off big. You're right, Mike. I'll have to have you in one of these games, Mike, to do a little color sometime. I'm going to try to bring some people in this year.
As we've moved into new production trucks. I know that doesn't mean anything to viewers, but all their great hard work has meant a lot to our crew.
First down and 10. First and 10. Handoff. Jones, gain of 7, gain of 8. They're going to give him 9, 2nd and 1.
Picked up 9.
Timed up pretty well, and you're right. After Jordan Mason, the success he had on that last drive, Aaron Jones wants his opportunity now. And
2nd down and 1.
you talk about his abilities as a receiver and what he can do in space. He's pretty powerful.
Play action. Look at the throw. McCarthy up top too high to Jefferson. Was looking for him. Can't find him. It was in his hands. I mean, he should have had it.
Jefferson can't make the catch.
It was close. It was high, but that's Jefferson.
Coming away injured is Marshawn Wright. And I don't know if
we got an injury for the Chicago Bears. Right. Cornerback is down.
We'll take a look at it and see exactly, but thought he could have gotten it and should have gotten it up a lot sooner than what he did, and then lay it more out. But you're right, it sure looked like that's a ball that Justin Jefferson would normally catch.
It was in his hands. He usually catches that.
He's got a pick 6 in this game.
3rd down and 1 when we come back.
Take a break.
With 9:57. Anybody else brand new in the chat listening in that has not said hello? Jump in the chat, say hello, tell me what team you're on, where you're watching from tonight. We always like to welcome in new friends. Didn't get up to 100 likes tonight. We got to 80 likes. Not bad. We always try to get to at least triple digits or more. Triple digits or more. That's our goal. Doesn't always work out that way. We do the best we can. And we appreciate your support to do it. The simple things that YouTube likes to see. All the hearts in the chat and all that stuff. So that's good stuff. Rup Jack says the Bears. Yeah. Las Vegas here. SK is from Vegas. That's a great area of the country to be in. A lot of good stuff going over there. You know, I was watching this new show, The Paper. It must not be that great because I've turned it on twice and fell asleep both times watching it. So that tells me that it must not be as good as it thinks. So, Vegas in the house.
Start with a light.
3rd and 1 when we return, and there's that stupid wing stop. No dice.
You feel that? A Monday Night Football doubleheader.
Doubleheader Monday Night Football next week.
And a recharged rival.
Next week. What do I have? Where's my thing?
7 on ABC and ESPN, and Chargers Raiders at 10 on ESPN.
Chargers Raiders.
Sean Wright got injured really after the play. He needed.
Oh, I do have both of them up there. Cool.
Let's go down to Laura Rutledge. Laura.
Well, Joe, before this, they had been working on Deshaun Wright on the sideline as he was dealing with some calf cramping, trying to get him hydrated, stretching him out a lot. And that's what they continue to do. They've been putting a Theragun on his calf as well, and he continues to try to get hydrated.
Meanwhile,
all right, here we go. 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1.
Jalen Johnson. Here they come.
Play action. Throws off a back foot. And a flag. They're going to give Minnesota 1st and 10. Wow.
Montez Sweat had pressure on that play.
Nice.
This one is against Chicago.
If I ever come out there, SK, I will join you.
Pass interference, number 29 defense, spot foul.
That's awesome. Yeah, he did tackle him.
With that contact on Naylor, and the crowd doesn't like that.
He did tackle him.
Too much myself.
Yeah, I agree with you, Troy. It looks like he more slipped than anything.
There was nothing wrong with that.
Slight contact, but I don't think
That was okay.
his ability to catch the pass. I wish they'd have gotten together on that one and picked it up. Yeah.
Ravens flock.
You assume that he got tugged, and Tyreek Stevenson, he is expecting the ball. Well, you got Nashawn Wright, who's back in the ball game, but when they're bringing all out blitz, they're expecting the ball to come out quicker.
Shotgun, going to throw. McCarthy off a back foot. Got him in. Touchdown. Son of a monkey's nut. Wow.
Clap your hands!
That little monkey just choked on a peanut. Holy cow. Aaron Jones, a 27-yard touchdown pass. And now the Vikings are ahead. Oh, my God, that poor little monkey.
Starting tonight, because of injuries, he's forced to try to run with him one-on-one. He's anticipating a quick
Oh, my God.
option route of some type when he's locked up with the back, coming out of the backfield. And when they run these go routes from that position...
Oh, my word, that just happened. They're going for two. Going for two. McCarthy calls for it. Throws. End zone touch. Got it. Thielen. It is 2017. Bears behind.
The Vikings.
Oh, wow.
And McCarthy has come alive. He really has. I mean, they've been able to make some plays when they've had the opportunities. The Bears have failed to capitalize at times when they could have done a little bit more and extended.
Wow.
They've been hanging around, and McCarthy.
I said it earlier. You cannot leave a team around. You got them down. You got to put your foot down on them. You got to end it. Keith Winter, what's up, buddy?
McCarthy lays it on him, and this is a 3-point game with the Vikings on top. Kevin O'Connell, his team is hung in there. McCarthy is hung in there. It was under 1 minute left in the third quarter, and the Bears were up 11 with the ball 1st and 10 at the Vikings 24.
Oh, 1 sec.
Then a grounding call against Caleb Williams that killed the drive. They missed the long field goal, gave the Vikings a short field. They got down into the end zone. Now they're back in the
and yet he's hung in there, and now he finds himself up 3 points. And now the tables have been turned. So what does Ben Johnson have, and Caleb Williams as well?
All right. The Bears have done nothing since their first drive. Touchback. Nothing since their first drive. Now they got to drive to win.
Summer workouts. The last couple of years, Adam Thielen, who is from Minnesota, would go back home and had been working out with J.J. McCarthy. And now here they are on the same team.
Yeah, who would have thought that they would be on the same team? And that these workouts, it wasn't like they did a ton of it. A couple times a week, over the course of a couple months. But yet to have some familiarity with the receiver when he comes in at this stage of the season.
1st down and 10, ball at the 35.
Ball out to the 35 after the kick went into the end zone. 5 yards more of a penalty. Kick straight into the end zone and is down.
Handoff, short run, 1 yard, if anything. Almost nothing.
And this Chicago offense is swift. He stood up at the line of scrimmage. All of a sudden,
2nd down and 10. All of a sudden, they can't do anything.
job he has done as far as even making the team a year ago as an undrafted free agent. He was just going to be a camp guy, and he surprises everybody and gets his opportunity. And now they're talking about him as though he's going to be one of the outstanding players on this defense. Comes up with a big play.
Shotgun. Look at the throw. Gross, caught. SK, welcome to the family. Thank you for subbing. Wow, that's a big catch right there. And he threw it like sidearm.
He drops his elbow down, but Odunze, he didn't go anywhere. A lot of times you'll see a young receiver, they'll start running around and leave an open
First down and 10.
sat right there and waited for the ball to hit him.
First down at the 47.
First down at the 47. Play action. Look at the throw. He's about to get hit.
He's in trouble. Van Ginkel chasing him.
He stepped out of bounds. He lost a couple yards stepping out of bounds by accident.
He thought he was going to give Javon Hargrave a little, rope-de-dope.
That's a shame because that cost him 4 by not paying attention. Let himself get too close to the corner there.
That's going to move the ball back inside the 45 near the 43. A loss of 4. It'll go down as a sack. He steps out right there.
Stepped out of bounds. 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Shotgun formation. Single back set to the left. Here comes Minnesota. He's got time. Down the field he goes. Oh! Out of the hands. Odunze, too high. That was a really tight window to throw into. Aikman and I are think of the same thing. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Yeah, this is a pretty tight between he and the safety. That ball has to be perfect, which it was.
It was there. He had a shot for it.
But you're asking him to make a big-time play with...
That would have been huge if he made that. Would have brought the crowd up and everything.
And now 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 or 14.
Williams backpedaling and throws it.
Throws it incomplete. Who the heck was that to? That wasn't to anybody.
6 straight 3rd down stops by this Vikings defense.
They got to punt again.
Started to bring more pressure, and he's been rushing more 5 guys that have been having an impact. So...
Hello, Cricket. Welcome in.
Unable to get anything going on this drive. Now they're going to be relying on their own defense to come up with a stop after a couple.
Now they got to get a stop.
Brian Flores, 44-year-old, 3rd season as defensive coordinator, former head coach in Miami. And his guys love playing for him. But the Vikings,
that's a partially blocked.
The ball will take a decent Chicago roll.
And they'll get it at the 34. Partially blocked.
He's been everywhere, got through and got his hand on that punt.
He has been everywhere. Special teams player, and then he's had to step in on defense.
Caleb Williams is good at Caleb Williams. Well,
job of him working through and getting his hand on this football.
I got nothing on that.
In the 3rd quarter, there was a time I hadn't heard the crowd this loud at Soldier Field ever. And Minnesota, ever since, it's been all them, and they've taken them right out of it.
Bears offense, remember, they marched down the field on the opening drive, put it in the end zone for a touchdown. Since then, they've had a defensive score and a field goal made. So the offense not doing their part. Kevin O'Connell's crew has hung in there. All
right, here we go.
And they've now come out starting to swing as they lead by 3. And take over at their own 32.
Big run. Cross midfield. 1st down.
And a 20-yard carry by Jordan Mason, who's, again, been the better back of the 2.
Well, the offensive line has begun to flex on this defense. And the 2 drives that they've had where they've scored points, the big thing in those drives is they've gotten the running game going. Now the first play here, they get a big hole, and Jordan Mason finds it in a big game.
For the first 9 drives, the Vikings averaged less than 3 yards a rush. The last 2, just under 10 yards a rush. And that's when
under center, handoff up the middle. Mason gets stopped right there with this one.
The Chicago Bears defenders, Odanbo is in there with Noah Sewell.
As the beneficiary.
You're betting on overtime, Brian.
Great offensive line when you get the running game going.
Well, they got to get a stop to get overtime.
And J.J. McCarthy, not that he necessarily needed to know that or didn't know that, but he certainly knows it tonight.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. McCarthy throws, caught. Hawkinson short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
Poise and the confidence right now of J.J. McCarthy as he has settled in. You know, I mentioned it. Things begin to slow down a little bit. Early in this game, things were moving awfully fast. He was under duress because of the play clock. Now he's being afforded a little more time, and you can see the results in his play.
5.5 to go.
5.5 to go. 3rd down and 1.
Right now would be a good time for this defense to step up.
Handoff, 1st down. Jones got it.
The drive continues, and it'll take it under 5 minutes to play here at Soldier Field.
And I would think
Under 5 minutes remaining.
if they can continue to run the football, you know, Kevin O'Connell, he's going to lean on that. See if he can't continue to wind this clock down.
14 wins a year ago wasn't good enough to win the NFC North. A game behind Detroit. Sam Darnold moved on. He's in Seattle, and now they're playing behind J.J. McCarthy.
Although they're one-on-one down here with Justin Jefferson.
Play action, handoff.
Here's Jones.
Gain of 5. They keep getting 5 yards on every run. This game's done.
It's been detailed in many publications, but J.J. McCarthy, who grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, LaGrange Park, was 4 years old when he attended his first game here at Soldier Field, October 14th of 2007. A game against Minnesota that the Vikings won on a Longwell field goal.
2nd and 7. 2nd and 7.
First NFL start with his team out in front.
A little confusion here by this Chicago defense.
Play action. Going to throw. Wide open is the running back. 1st down, Minnesota. Nobody covered the running back coming out.
Little misdirection. And
wow.
Bears over pursuing Jones. There was nobody within 10 yards of him.
Yeah, because Josh Oliver comes off the ball at tight end, and the linebacker who's supposed to come out and cover that, he gets picked off. So it's a bit of a natural pick that Minnesota runs, and it opens it up for an easy completion.
Vikings have gone 3 tight ends over the last couple of plays. They got 2 in there now on 1st down. It's Naylor in motion.
Handoff. Jones gets nothing. There's a partial stop on 1st down. You grew up in LaGrange, Illinois. Very cool, Brian. Very cool.
Montez Sweat came in with the trade a couple years ago and had a big season. And not to his standards last year. Comes up with the play.
Second and 11. Snap. Pressure coming. Got it off. Jefferson's got it. He's short of the 1st down by a hair. Full yard short of a 1st down. How do you leave Jefferson wide open? Wow.
That play there on 2nd down, I was anticipating they might run the football to try to continue to milk the clock and then maybe pick it up on 3rd down. Instead, give the young quarterback a high percentage screen pass, blockers out in front, and picks up a nice gain to make this the 3rd and short.
3rd and 1.
Timeout taken by Chicago. They're left with only one.
Chicago's got 1 timeout left.
It's been a drive that has consumed 4.5 minutes off the clock. If they can pick up a yard and just keep chewing the game clock, it's a 3-point game. Vikings on top, and this is just going to be a battle up front, you would have to believe.
Yep.
Bears won a good part of this game up front defensively.
3rd down and 1 from the shotgun. Thielen in motion. Play action. He calls his own number. McCarthy. Touchdown. Oh, my God.
Clap your hands!
Wow.
Hopkinson out in front of him. And J.J. McCarthy
just put the Minnesota Vikings up 10.
It's a simple read option. He's watching Odengbo on the outside, and when he puts it in Mason's belly, he's waiting to see what he's going to do. As soon as he turns his shoulder, McCarthy knows.
Extra points, good. Parks of the Bridges, hello. It's been it's gotten hot here in the end. You guys had a good stream today. That was awesome.
Boy, did he and they hang in there tonight as the lead is 10.
They sure did. I mean, collectively, the defense did, the offense did, the coaching staff, everybody to get them
wow.
in position right now. You can't say enough about J.J. McCarthy. I mean, things were not going well at all. He was under duress, playing on the road, tough environment, Monday Night Football, and yet he hung in there, and Kevin O'Connell kept feeding him the football and let him kind of settle in, and he was able to do that. But, Joe, right now, I mean, for the Chicago Bears,
Ollie.
short of a miracle.
The quarterback just ran it in. It was a RPO, and he just kept it and ran it in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Vikings with 3 straight touchdown drives, and they've outscored the Bears so far in the 4th quarter, 21-0.
You know, the other part of this, Joe, is really Minnesota, their surge and McCarthy really coming alive.
Boom, there's your kick. Touchback, they're going to get it at the 35.
Tonight's game recap is brought to you by NBA 2K26. Here's the pick 6. The 74-yard return by Deshaun Wright. He's trying to fire up his players for his offensive line. He finds Justin Jefferson in the end zone. He found Aaron Jones and took it into the end zone, and then he takes it in himself, outscoring the Bears 21-6 in this 4th quarter.
It's pretty hollow as a young quarterback when you're talking to offensive linemen after you've thrown a pick 6, but that group's going to look at him differently this week in practice. You know, he delivered for them when he had his back.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Williams, cross the middle. Komet, what a big catch. Komet with a big catch.
He caught it. That's amazing. He didn't get a lot of opportunities last year, but he caught everything in his direction. There's one in the end zone.
Oh, he was looking for more. Moore was open.
He was looking in the backfield or looking in the flat. I'm sorry.
He had him. If he would have been a better throw, he had him.
Immediately, Williams is looking to Zacchaeus, and because he's looking to the flat, he doesn't see the corner fit on it. Otherwise, the ball comes up a lot quicker.
There's the 31-yard catch by Komet. Just phenomenal. And it's 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10. Incomplete. Threw that one horribly.
And now it's 3rd down and 10.
Here's another look at that play. You got Zacchaeus coming here, and then DJ Moore comes off the ball. And you see right on how much room there is. He was just late getting to it, and I think when he was late, then the ball sails on him instead of him making an accurate throw. But, boy, that should have been an easy one. And then you've got a touchdown and still over 2 minutes left to play. 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Down the middle. Williams got hit as he let it go. There's a flag on the far side of the field.
Flag on the far side of the field. Going to be holding on the defense?
Like illegal contact.
Illegal contact.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, number 7, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Against Byron Murphy, who's working against Adunze. Williams, under heavy pressure, got his arm hit. Bears have to be thankful he's okay. Hand got hit, arm got hit. Here's the penalty on Murphy.
That could go either way. 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10. Shotgun formation, single back set. Gets it off as he gets killed. Moore is down and he is hurt. That's not good. Quarterback's down. He's hurt. Both of them are down.
Yeah, they're both going to be against Minnesota, it looks like. But Caleb definitely, he got hit late or hit up in the head neck area. You can see the pressure on Pace coming right up the gut. And he comes right into the headgear of Caleb. And then there's on the back end. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 0 on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
And then there was the hit on DJ Moore. After the ball was placed somehow perfectly by Caleb Williams, he gets hit. But they're going to call it on the hit by Pace to give Chicago 15 yards, the automatic 1st down, and they're still checking on DJ Moore.
Yeah, that they're going to talk about that penalty. That was a big hit, but it did not look like it went to the head, neck, and to a defenseless receiver.
Correct. The contact was the shoulder up to the shoulder, and there was incidental contact to the neck area, so they threw the flag, but they decided to pick it up, but they still had the roughing the passer, so it's still going to be a 15-yard penalty and a 1st down. So just one foul on the play on the hit by Pace.
Crazy.
Thank you.
And they're going to put time back on the clock. There's 2 minutes, 12 seconds left. And the ball is inside the 15.
Here comes Moore. Oh, go to commercial.
Only one timeout remaining for Chicago. DJ Moore able to get up.
He's got to come out for one play at least, even if he wants to stay in.
He's been an Iron Man for the Bears. No missed starts with Chicago since he was traded here in 2023, DJ Moore. And he is still getting attention.
We hope that he's okay, Joe. You look at the situation right now in this ball game, and I mean, with one timeout, them scoring before the 2-minute warning is huge, and it's a 2-score game. So even if they were,
he might be done for the game right there.
It affords them at least a chance to try to do something, But if this gets below 2 minutes, they're gonna lose a lot of valuable time with no timeouts of their own to stop the clock.
Yep. Well, the offense is out there. Moore is to the sideline. And for now, they'll try to strike into the end zone here with 2:12 to go.
From the 19, 1st and 10.
Four-man rush. Caleb Williams.
Williams going to take off running.
Looking for the end zone. Please, no signal yet.
Short.
The officials come to
There's a flag down, too.
touchdown.
Flag down.
Touchdown.
What is the flag?
He's saying throughout the night what he's able to do with his legs. This is an outstanding job by him. Take a closer look. Contact number 7 of the defense. The penalty is declined. Touchdown. They did throw the flag. There's a lot going on. They threw the flag on Byron Murphy.
He's short.
Caleb Williams looks to be out of bounds. The previous play is under review. He is definitely out of bounds, and the ball is just short of the goal line. When he
Just short of the goal line. He's out of bounds.
Short of a touchdown. Well, Ben Johnson has kept his offense out there.
What is that? Freeze frame. Great song.
At the ball at the half-yard line. It's first and goal. And again, there's 2:04 left, trying to come up with a quick score before the 2-minute warning. Meanwhile, DJ Moore went back out there, so he was good enough to continue in this game. That's good news for Chicago. No doubt. He just came back off the field, and it'll be first down and goal from just outside the end zone. So now, because it wasn't a touchdown, they're going to move the ball half the distance to the goal, which is inches away and inches closer. And it'll be first down and goal.
Give the ball to Swift.
Second, also on the clock. Instead of 2:04, there's 2:05. Frustration for Ben Johnson. He's only got one timeout in his pocket. They need to score right here, right now. They fake the pitch, throw it wide open, touchdown to Doomsday.
A Doomsday touchdown.
Clap your hands! And the extra point to follow. And then it'll be incumbent upon Santos to boom it out of the end zone. That's right. Yeah, that's the key, because otherwise it doesn't much matter, but he's going to have to boom one. First things first is the extra point.
A little bit too late for the Bears, I think. It's good. Extra point's good. 27-24.
The other option, Joe, is if he kicks it out of bounds. But just those 2 seconds, they're precious. Welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman.
Thank all the moderators tonight for being here, all the members of the channel for your support. Very grateful for you here with 2 minutes left.
All Chicago, and since this fourth quarter started, it's been
all Chicago.
Keeping his team in this bowl game. Yeah, he really has done a great job. He's done a great job ever since he got to Minnesota. But to keep the young quarterback in the ball game and keep his head clear, and for him to come out and respond the way that he did. And again, I mentioned it a moments ago that I think Kevin really.
Yeah, it stinks. If you're a Chicago fan.
He's such a great play caller for any quarterback.
You're happy for it if you're a Minnesota fan. That's for sure.
Working with him, and what a job J.J. McCarthy. There's going to be a lot of tough moments over the course of a career in this league, and he saw it tonight. He kind of went through it all, but he hung in there and did a nice job. All right, so they got the touchdown with 2:02 to go.
Good for you, Greg. That's awesome.
Any time to come off the clock with any kind of a return right here, or will he? Yeah, I was going to say they lined up. They've already decided it. He could have tried the onside kick. but they would have to declare it. They have not declared that, so he's got to let it fly. And a decision by Ty Chandler, which is a good decision. And that gets this game clock
under 2 minutes. He didn't kick it out. That was dumb.
That extra stoppage with 2 minutes left. You see Kevin O'Connell gave the fist bump. That did exactly what you were told. Bring it out of the end zone if you can. And
So they got no timeouts left.
Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings,
They could just about run the clock out. As soon as we get this timeout. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm coming through Dallas. I go to
Our next football broadcast will be Thursday night as the Washington Commanders take on the Packers of Green Bay. Commanders, Packers, right here on the channel.
Famously smooth whiskey, and famously big family. Meet Jose.
Well, Brian, he wanted him to kick it out of the end zone, so then they would have to do one play and then the 2-minute warning. They would have had to get a first down, or they would have had to give them back the ball. That was the smart play. Problem is, his kicker didn't execute it. His kicker's got to kick it out of the end zone so they can't run it back in.
Sign up for Factor today.
That's the challenge.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life. That's right.
I would think it would be a good one. Both teams won this week, so I would think it would be pretty solid.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, Jason Kelsey can watch every game every Sunday, all in one place. But how much
All in one place.
can he handle? Yes! What have we done? NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV.
Vikings and Bears.
Hi, I'm Scott Van Pelt coming up on the Nationwide post game after this game wraps up. One of the stars of the game, from which team will it be? We'll visit with Joe and Troy afterwards as well. This game, fellas, has changed dramatically in this second half. Look forward to talking to you when this is done.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen a flip of a game script like this since, I don't know, last night with the Bills and the Ravens. The way that thing turned within the last 4 minutes of that ball game, and now it's a 21-7 fourth quarter with the Vikings pulling out in front now by 3. 1:55, only one timeout remaining for Chicago.
Bears have one timeout.
Ty Chandler giving hope from the sideline about taking that kickoff out of bounds a moment ago. Here's Mason.
Mason for 5 yards. Timeout called.
Look at the eyes of Chandler. He's checking with the sideline. And who does he find? Kevin O'Connell over on the sideline saying, come on out, Ty. We need to get this game clock under 2 minutes.
That's pretty good. I just wonder if Kevin O'Connell told him before he went out, hey, you look to me if you catch this ball and I'll tell you what to do.
Like a third base coach.
That's right. Talk about these great games around the NFL. Last night, of course, with Buffalo and Baltimore, and then this one. Yeah, the NFL's put America back on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, here we are again. And for
second down, 7.
And his Vikings are involved in another one-score game. They were 9-1 in one-score games last season.
Have a good night, Richard.
Second down and
handoff. Hit right away. Nothing. 3rd and 7 or 6.
No gain on a play. It'll be 3rd down. This will take us down to...
They can take it down in just about 1 minute.
then you're looking at if they keep the clock running, I got to believe they're going to just hand the ball off. You're talking about punting roughly around 15 seconds or so. Vikings have all 3 of their timeouts left, and Kevin O'Connell.
They'll take it all the way down.
First short timeout, Minnesota. When we talked with Kevin O'Connell, he talked about trying to get more physical. They went out in the offseason, they revamped the interior.
Interesting.
It took a little bit of time in this game for them to start flexing their muscles, but they got more physical in this second half. And it was that offensive line that got the ground game going, which then opened it up for the first-year starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy. Especially considering what happened last year to end the season for the Vikings and when they got mauled by the Rams and gave up 9 sacks. And one of the first things out of O'Connell's mouth that day at the press conference was that they needed to get better up front. And so didn't look so good early.
Under center.
But for them to come around the way they did was impressive. Handoff is to Mason.
Handoff, Mason gets a couple, not much.
We're going to bring up 4th down as he gets a couple over the left side. Vikings will let it go all the way down. Likely spend another timeout.
Yeah, they can let it go all the way down to 15 seconds, 14 seconds.
The Vikings out on the field. The offense for the Bears in a 3-point game, but a long way to go with no timeouts. And just one note about McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy is now one of 2 players to throw multiple pass touchdowns in their debut. McCarthy tonight.
Fran Tarkenton did it.
In the first game in Vikings history in 1961, it came off the bench. The opponent in both games, the Chicago Bears. Well, no offense to the Chicago Bears, but that's pretty good company anytime you're compared to Fran Tarkenton. But I mentioned it a little bit earlier. This team's going to look at Jake.
All right, 16 seconds on the clock. They're going to punt.
There's a lot of unknowns in that locker room with the veteran players especially. We showed him talking to the offensive line after he threw the pick 6. And I also know, because I've been on that end of it, to where those linemen kind of look at you with an empty stare. And they're not really thrilled to be hearing from you many times. But the way he responded to that, he gained some trust and confidence in that locker room. Is going to carry him a long way.
All right, here comes the punt.
Right, will boom it.
Nice kick.
The safety was on the board as well to take more time off the clock.
Fair catch, caught.
When we talked to J.J. McCarthy,
got like 7 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds on the clock. 9 seconds. They got time for one Hail Mary type, ridiculous type play. Or hope they get a penalty.
Football since he was a young boy working throughout
It's the only thing they can do.
Nazareth Academy, the Roadrunners won a national championship at Michigan. He and his partner are going to be parents later on in this month. He's got a lot going on. He's 22.
KDY, hello.
And barring the incredible, he will start his NFL career 1-0 with a road win in where he's hitting all his Bears. You mentioned the incredible Ben Johnson. And the trick plays and the things that he dials up, we'll see what he has for this situation.
Shotgun formation.
That's what it's going to take. And this ball hits TJ Moore, flags on the play, and Moore gets hit out of bounds, and we're down to 5 seconds left.
Flags on the play. Theme Park Giant coming in too.
A direct snap to DJ Moore, or what the hell? Not quite what I was expecting.
Illegal shift, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
5-yard penalty, replay, first down. This will be the last play. 5 seconds on the clock.
They're going to walk out of here short of a miracle right here and wonder how they lost this football game. 5 seconds left, no timeouts. The defense pushed back. They've got safeties back on their side of the 50. They got their hands team out here now.
Here we go.
Dudes in
It's more. You've got to get rid of it. He does. And MINvsCHI.
That's it. That'll do it. Minnesota Vikings win on the road. Thank you for watching. Thank you, moderators, again. Everybody for support. And we'll see you next time on the channel. Thursday night for football. Tomorrow for baseball. At some point, I'll figure that out. Hit us up with a follow on the way out. We'll talk to you soon. Good night, everybody.